Hey, my name's Doug, and I'm a member of American Mensa, a high IQ society, and I'm here to play Win Fred's Money, and been working hard, studying, and think I got a good shot, so I'm ready.
Doug, you seem pretty confident.
I'm a little bit nervous, but I think I'm more nervous about being the show than losing today.
Do you think it's going to be tough, like being in the spotlight, Howard and everyone?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is. I think in the very beginning, when I get in there, I'll be a little bit nervous, but once I settle down, I think I'll be all right.
All right, man. Good luck today.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
This is Doug the Genius. He calls himself Doug the Genius. Hey, Doug.
Hey.
So you didn't know any girls, and you said if I don't win, you're going to let Sal, I guess he's going to be Santa. What is he going to be?
Santa Balls.
Santa Balls?
Yes.
Yeah, not necessarily by choice.
Sal's going to dip his balls in chocolate and give you a chocolate bandit mask.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. Let me see Sal. Sal, where are you as Chocolate Santa, or whatever you are? Santa Balls.
This is to get all you Howard TV viewers into the Christmas spirit. You know. Ho, 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 ho.
Now, have you ever participated in anything gay before?
No, that's not my style.
It's not your thing, huh?
No.
Never had any gay incident?
No, not my deal.
Towel snapping, guys trying to stick a finger up your ass. Your dad took your temperature.
I'll think about it. No, sir.
No, nothing. No. Always up there, Santa Balls.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, there he is, Santa Balls.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho!
This pressure is
Santa Balls,
on.
you are nude.
I am Santa Balls, Howard. Good to
Except
see
for
you.
a sock over your penis that's in the shape of a candy cane.
Oh, it's painted by Ethel Claus.
Oh, is that paint?
Yes, by Mrs. Ethel Claus.
That means Richard painted his balls.
Richard painted your...
This is a candy cock, Howard, with fudge ball surprise for Doug the Genius here.
I'm
once
getting
he loses.
nauseated already.
Howard, I even have my own theme song, GP1 in red. Hit it, please, if you don't mind.
Holy shit.
Is that
The
true?
enthusiasm's going through the roof.
Let me see Santa Balls. GP1 in red.
Candy cane, candy cane, candy cane cock. I'm gonna sit on your face and let my balls drop. You lost a friend, here comes my balls on your head. And my cock that's
can't
painted
watch.
white and red.
All right, okay. All right, good.
That's too
My
much.
living Christ.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
All right, so Santa Balls is there. He's nude. Did you shave your pubic hair?
Trim it down, Howard.
Yeah.
It's good for Howard TV. That's what they told me.
And you have your penis painted with a candy cane design, and you say, Ethel.
Ethel Claus painted my cock. Yes, thank you.
right.
Ho, ho,
Doug,
ho,
you couldn't
ho, ho.
find one broad? Damn.
And Santa Balls,
Yes, sir.
You're going to dip your balls in chocolate and give him a chocolate bandit
I'm going to
mask.
give him a chocolate fudge candy cock surprise.
All right.
Right over the eyes.
Doug, when you say you're Doug the Genius, what do you do for a living? You must work for IBM or one of these places?
Yeah, actually, I'm a registered nurse.
A
You're a
nurse.
faggot. Nurse.
Okay. That's all right. I want to. Do I really look like?
Come
the
here and check
Obama?
Santa's prostate, you fucking homo.
What's with all the racial stuff?
That's not racial. He's a
whatever.
queer. I'm telling the truth.
Santa just said faggot.
If I want to do racist jokes, we talk about Robin and Pond.
All right.
I want to know if I look like the Unabomber. That was pretty harsh.
Yeah.
I meant that as
Doug, let me
Yes.
make some sense of this. Doug the
Impossible.
Not with, what is his name?
Doug the Genius claims he is a nurse, but he is. You say you're in Mensa.
I am. I'm a member of American Mensa, correct?
What is your IQ?
My IQ is 142.
142.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're a male nurse.
I am.
And that means the stereotype is that a male nurse would be a gay man, but you are
That's
not.
a stereotype.
You have a wife and children?
I certainly do.
You're a married man?
I have a wife. She's a nurse, too, Nurse Betty.
Nurse Betty.
Yep.
Okay.
She wouldn't come here and help you today?
No.
She wouldn't take her clothes off if you lost?
No.
No, Nurse
Professionally,
Betty.
that'd be a little bit tough.
All right. So you love to read every day. You love science and math. You say
girl.
you say you're home and you beat Fred 20 to 25% of the time. That's not that great.
Yeah.
Fred's tough.
Fred is tough.
Right.
And I came here. I came here a little bit nervous, not about playing Fred, but about losing to
Santa Balls is showing his whole asshole to you.
Yeah, I can't.
Come on, reach in there. Reach into Santa's sack. You're a nurse. You've been up a few asses before.
As a nurse, do you ever have to put your hand up a guy's ass?
I've had to do that once or twice in my career.
Why would you need to do that?
Because he's a homo.
Please, Santa Balls.
He's a homo.
All right.
That's bad.
Good one.
I should let Perez come in here and watch this. He would
really.
enjoy this.
That would be.
Hold on, I'm getting out of character for that one.
All right.
Thank you.
So Doug the Genius.
Yes.
Like you're in character.
Why do you have to stick your hand up a man's behind?
As a nurse, there's times where people need some assistance with.
Coming?
Let's say their GI tract is not moving as swift as
So you
it
have to help
should.
pull the duty out.
That'll work.
Right. What do you think of that, Santa?
I think that's fucking gay as shit.
All right.
That's
man.
God. Sympathetic Santa.
Here's some character he's created.
That's some Santa Balls.
I wonder what Santa Balls' IQ is.
Oh, man. That's
Santa
okay.
Balls confessed to me earlier in the day.
He's smart enough not to get teabagged by me, stupid.
All right, Santa Balls.
Pond, what's pond?
And you say you've even, as in your work, you've even worked with celebrities who were dying in the
I have.
hospice, and of course you don't give their names out, but you've had some sad situations.
Yes, I have. I'm actually working hospice and worked with terminally ill people for 15 years.
Is it sadder when a celebrity goes than, let's say, a person in the regular sector because they've given so much happiness to people?
No.
If I had a hand up my ass, I'd want to be dead too.
Okay.
Who the hell wants to be alive after Doug the Genius sticks his hand up your colon?
All right, let's play the game.
Boorish
That's
Santa.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
you're using slurs. I don't even approve of you.
I feel Sal is stealing my laughing character.
He is. Well, that's Santa. You know, Santa goes ho, ho, ho. All right.
I can't bear to look over there anymore.
All right.
I just can't.
File suit.
All right. So you know if you lose, he's going to sit on your face with his balls.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was willing to take that on.
Okay, fair
Hey, Howard,
enough.
real quick, did you hear about Lisa G this morning?
Yeah, I heard about this. You know, Doug's a real fan of the show.
I am.
Doug the Genius. And he's... All right, Sal, I'm trying to... it's Santa
sorry.
Claus. I'm trying to talk.
Hey, jerk off. Be quiet.
Smoking a cigarette.
Santa's annoying.
Getting worked
as
up.
hell.
My hormones are all out of whack after I'm going to teabag this homo. I got to have a cigarette. Jesus Christ.
All right.
I'm going to vomit.
All right. Doug.
I think we all are.
Don't look at Artie.
Jesus Christ. You're not making any sense.
All right.
What's
Doug,
in that cigarette?
I understand Lisa G, you were back waiting to come on the show. And you were you had a book. You had my book, Private
did.
Parts. And you asked all the people who came out to sign the book.
Absolutely.
And then you went to Lisa G and said, Lisa, would you sign the book? And she said no.
Absolutely.
Why?
Gary came and
Get on the mic.
A few people came out and they were very kind, signed my book. And I saw Lisa. I said, Lisa, will you sign my book? She looked and said, no.
No.
And I thought it was a joke. So I
Right.
kind of looked at her and said, will you sign my book? And she said, no. And I was like, wow.
What is that about?
Why wouldn't she sign the book?
She was as serious as could be.
I mean, what? She doesn't sign autographs, Lisa G?
I don't know.
I mean, you're a nice guy. You come down here, you play a game.
Maybe it's because I look like the Unabomber.
I don't think you look like the Unabomber, but you look more like Wayne Siegel.
No. Which is worse.
No. But here's the thing. I don't understand why Lisa wouldn't sign your book, but I'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that just seems kind of
Weird.
trippy.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Like, what is she, too good to sign?
I looked
I mean-
her right in the eye and was kind and couldn't get it.
Isn't that a mystery to you, Robin?
I'm shocked.
Of all people, Lisa G wouldn't sign something for the guy?
I don't understand it.
Do you think it's because it's
Can
my
I ask
book?
her again, right to her face? Right here?
Hey, Lisa, come in and just tell me why you wouldn't allow...
Give an autograph.
We wouldn't give an autograph.
We're having trouble finding her. And we think, all jokes aside, she might be in the bathroom.
All right. This is our time to make
That's
a duty.
a coincidence.
All right, listen, Fred, why don't you get in the isolation booth? Let's find out. We're going to play for $5,000. Fred's going in the isolation booth.
Do I have to look at Sal?
No, you don't have to look. You can look away. Doug the Genius is going to try and beat Fred for $5,000. I've got 7 questions.
I'm
you
ready.
know how it works. Robin is leaving the isolation booth. They're putting on music. Hold on a second. I'll lower that so we don't get distracted.
Hi, Robin.
All right. You know, Robin had a hard time on Jeopardy. She thought it would be a lot easier.
I
and
did.
It wasn't.
You know, that took... that.
Be any easier.
No.
It was just that it was a real. I got to sit here and look at Sal.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not attracted to Sal with his candy
This
cane
is why
penis?
I love my booth.
Right.
Because I don't have to
Oh.
see any of this.
Sal,
You
go
want to
over
get
there.
hurt.
Get over there.
You want to
Sal,
get
stay
hurt.
over there. Go back over there.
It's an HR issue.
Yeah. Sal, get over there.
Jesus. A black being scared of me. What's the odds of that?
Have you ever wanted to
Unfathomable.
shoot Santa?
Yeah.
I want to shoot Santa.
All right, Santa, calm down. Let me do the game here.
A black.
You got a black.
Oh, it's radio. I can't say the N-word.
All right, let's go.
The
Here's,
pressure's
She's
off a little
amazing.
bit.
here's Doug the Genius, Robin. Let's give him a chance. You have 1 minute on the clock.
A black was more offensive.
You know, you can say the word pass.
Yes.
Santa doesn't know me. I guess I won't be getting any presents.
You should get an encyclopedia so you pass on Jeopardy next time you do.
Look who's talking. Look who's
There's your
talking.
present out by the brain.
Yeah, right,
Listen,
right.
Santa.
I would appreciate that.
You need a
Santa.
buzzer that works.
All right, Santa.
God,
All right.
You do that
Santa's
laughing
on
character
fire.
again, you're going to hear from my lawyer.
Does sound like the laughing carrot.
it does.
All right, here we go.
Except for the
Unbelievable.
bad jokes.
I got an itch on my ball. Excuse me.
Now remember, Doug,
Yes.
this means if you get the 5,000, great. If you don't, Santa balls will dip his balls in chocolate and put it on your face. All right, let's get to it.
I need a
because
bucket
for
to
you?
vomit in.
I have Perez Hilton waiting. And
Okay.
all right, here we go.
Yeah, let's move it along and get rid of Santa.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
All right, let's do it.
Put a minute on the clock. Remember, you can say pass and go back, or you can just stop the clock. You know how the game's played.
I do.
All right. Name the pilot that successfully landed a U.S. Airways jet in the Hudson River last year.
Yes. Scully.
All right. Number 2. Which character in Greek mythology killed his father, married his sister, and ate his own children?
Centaur.
What is the only planet in our solar system that rotates clockwise?
Saturn.
What animal lives in a warren?
Pass.
What style of pants is named for an island in the Gulf of Naples?
Pass.
What is the smallest of the world's major oceans?
Indian Ocean.
What is a female donkey called?
Female ass.
Do you want to go back or stop the clock?
Go back.
What is the only planet in our solar system that rotates clockwise?
Earth.
What animal lives in a warren?
Raccoon.
All right, yeah. I'll give you one last chance on one of your past questions because I kind of screwed up and answered when you answered already. What style of pants is named for an island in the Gulf of Naples? All right, forget
Don't
it.
know.
You don't know anything. I think you got everyone wrong.
I was
Fantastic.
like, oh my God, I
Yeah.
never saw a score like this.
And
This
he
is bad.
switched his
The pressure
answer.
was on.
Let
The
me go-
one you
let me-
asked him twice.
Saturn.
Let me go over it with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I
Let everybody
the
keep
thought
your
of Sal's
face,
balls was
blank
nauseating.
so that Fred doesn't know he has such an easy time.
Yeah, we're going to keep our faces blank to throw Fred off and help you out
Yeah,
here.
please.
Boy, you stupid. I was talking to you, Robin.
Boy, are
Santa,
you not funny?
hey, Santa, you ought to
Yes.
dip your balls in chocolate. Get ready.
Oh,
for
I
this.
can't
Yeah,
wait.
yeah, I mean, we shouldn't even bring Fred up. We should just have him seeing this guy teabag.
I gave you a couple of easy ones I thought
Yeah.
you'd get. All right, here we go. Doug the Genius. Name the pilot. The pilot, you said Scully. You came
It's
close.
Sully.
It's Sully
Sully.
or Captain Chelsea Sullenberger.
Oh. Don't get credit for that one?
No.
not Scully. That's not the
Sully
name.
and Scully.
You were close.
Wow,
Scully was from the X-Files.
Number 2, which character in Greek mythology killed his father, married his sister, and ate his own children? Do you know that one? Did anyone know that one?
Oedipus?
It's Cronus.
Cronus.
These are hard.
Yes.
Number 3, what is the only planet in our solar system that rotates clockwise? Did you know that one?
Is that Earth?
It's Venus.
Venus.
We don't rotate clockwise?
Evidently
Good
not.
Lord.
And men are from
Thank you, Robin.
Venus.
What animal lives in a warren?
Is that a raccoon?
It was a rabbit. Rabbit.
Well, I got the
I bet you
first
Robin knew
couple
this
letters
one.
right.
What style of pants was named for an island in the Gulf of Naples?
Oh, geez. No, I do not
Pond?
know that.
Thank you, Robin.
Not Pond Santa.
What is pond?
Does anybody know?
It's
Sassoon?
I'm sorry, I meant pond.
Capri pants. Capri. The island of Capri. What is the smallest of the world's major oceans? Anybody know?
Is that I thought he was right with the Indian, so
Thank
it's
you,
not the
Robin.
Indian Ocean.
What did you say, Santa?
It must be pond. I'm sorry, my buzz is fucked up.
All right. Arctic Ocean.
Arctic.
What is a female donkey called? Did anyone know that?
No.
Robin? No.
Robin, you don't know that? What a shocker.
What do you say?
Well, okay, Santa, you give the answer.
Oh, I'm here to teabag a homo.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Right.
A Jenny. A Jenny.
A Jenny.
Jenny. J-E-N-N-Y.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, these are going to be tough for
These
even
are-
Fred.
Yeah, I think
but
these are really hard.
I'm sure he'll be able to answer
all he
more
has
than
to do is get one.
0.
Yeah, all right. Let's
Oh,
bring him
come
out.
on, Robin.
Santa,
That's
please be
cold.
quiet. Doug,
Yes.
do yourself a favor.
Yes.
Act like you got a lot of them right.
Fantastic. I will.
I'm getting out of Santa's room.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
And here is Fred for Win Fred's Money. Let's see what he has to do. Fred, I'm not going to tell you how many Doug the Genius got right. I will tell you that we'll put a minute on your clock. As you see, there's Santa.
Oh. Do I have to sit here and look at that direction?
You do. You
All
might
right.
as well look at it.
That's
and,
your prize.
But who knows if you'll you might
never know,
be Fred.
dude. You never
All
know.
right, Fred.
You
Good
got a
luck, buddy.
$5,000 prize.
I'm pulling for you, buddy.
Thanks. I know you are.
Here we go, Fred.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Put the minute on the clock, and let's ask Fred some questions. Name the pilot that successfully landed a U.S. Airways jet in the Hudson River last year.
Sully Sullenberger.
Which character in Greek mythology killed his father, married his sister, and
Oedipus.
ate it? All right. What is the only planet in our solar system that rotates clockwise?
Pass.
What animal lives in a warren?
Oh, man, I know this. Badger.
Okay. What style of pants is named for an island in the Gulf of Naples?
Capri.
Okay. What is the smallest of the world's major oceans?
Arctic.
And what is a female donkey called?
Burrito.
All right. You done?
Yeah.
All right. Stop the clock at 50. You win, Fred. This was very difficult, these
This
questions.
was.
That was tough.
Doug, the genius, got 0 right.
No kidding.
Yeah.
By my count, you got 3 right. Let's go
I'm
over.
frustrated because there were some in there I couldn't get. I can't understand. The Warren thing, that's not rabbits, is it?
Rabbits,
Yes,
yeah.
it was.
It was rabbits. You see, Fred's very good at this. Sully Sullenberger, you got right.
Yeah.
Yep. I said Scully,
Chesley.
so I was close.
It wasn't Oedipus, it's Cronus.
Oh.
The planet is Venus that goes
I
clockwise.
was going to say Mercury, but I couldn't think.
Rabbit, but you said badger. You got Capri right. Capri pants.
Right.
That's right.
Damn it.
What is the smallest of the world's major oceans? You got that right. The Arctic, did you say?
Yeah, I
you said
did
the
say
Arctic
Arctic,
Ocean. A female donkey is called a Jenny. So you got 3 right.
Never even heard that.
Yeah,
Neither have I. That's
You
weird.
beat him.
That
Never
was
even
tough.
heard that.
You beat him 3-0.
Congratulations.
And that was a
Unfortunately,
tough contest.
that was
for
a
my
tough
friend
one.
over here,
And now I'm feeling really bad. Because here's the payoff.
That's right.
I'm sorry, Doug the Genius. You've helped a lot of people. You're a hospice worker.
I have.
Go over and meet Santa and let him dip his balls in chocolate and sit on your face.
Boy, this is the greatest thing I've ever done.
Good luck, Doug. I'm sorry you have to do this. Santa, how are you feeling over there? Are you ready to do this?
I feel wonderful.
You love it.
Oh, never better.
Never What are you putting on your balls, Santa?
I'm putting on Santa's chocolate secret surprise.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Santa. Perez, I know you wanted to watch this. If you want to come in, you can. Perez Hilton wanted to see this.
So I told my kids that.
What is that? I'm sorry,
I
what?
told my kids when Dad gets teabagged, that's when teabags go over his eyes.
All right.
So this is for you.
Perez, you like this, right?
I didn't know Santa was naked.
All right.
You
there's-
didn't know Santa was naked?
Perez, do you want to switch?
No.
Are you sure?
There's the chocolate. Get down there, close your eyes, and go ahead, Sal. Do your Santa.
Santa, Daddy's been a bad girl. Say it.
No, I can't. I'm going to vomit.
Say Santa.
Santa.
I've been a bad girl.
No, I've been not. I can't do it. I'm gonna throw up.
Just sit on him already, Santa.
I'm gonna throw up.
Close your eyes. Here he comes.
Fuck, that's fucking wrong.
Get up and let's see a mask.
Fucking disgusting.
There is your chocolate mask.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perez, what do you think of that? You're a gay man.
Well, I have two observations.
Yes.
First, Santa is very well manscaped.
Yes, it's true.
And second, he has a very small candy cane.
Yes, he does. Santa, you did it. Doug, you're a good sport. What did it feel like when Santa sat on your face?
That felt disgusting, but $700 buys a lot of eye wash.
Absolutely. There's video.
No dignity, homo.
There's video of Santa sitting on your face and dipping his balls on you. There you go.
That's wrong.
What's it like, Doug the Genius? What's it like watching that back?
That's the worst video I've ever taken.
Absolutely.
If it's any consolation, you made more than Sal today.
That's right. $711.
Sal's in the back doing prank calls. Leave him alone.
That's right. You're Santa.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Santa, thank you.
Can I get a cheap plug?
Go ahead, Doug.
Good. My buddy LeeDominic.com. He's a new up and coming comic in Los Angeles.
All right.
LeeDominic.com. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break.
No,
Perez,
dude.
when we come back, I'm going to talk to you about your new book. I want to ask you a couple of questions about some things. Are you prepared to answer my questions?
Always.
You are. You're not
Yes.
afraid of my questions.
No.
Does he get chocolate?
That's right. If he doesn't answer the questions, he gets a chocolate bandit mask.
I'll give you my
I'll take it.
Perez will take it. All right. Thank you very much.
Some brown balls instead of white ones, Perez, today, huh?
Get out of character, Strasburg.
All right. We'll be back right after these words.
Thank you.
Doug,
What can I say?
what happened, dude?
I gave it my all, but Fred's a bright guy. I didn't get one. I'm going to try to get rid of that already. I couldn't even get one right. Two of them I thought I had. Said them wrong, spelled them wrong, but I'm here.
Was it distracting having...
I feel bad for you.
Thank you. Thanks, Robin. Thank you.
Was it distracting having Santa balls?
Yeah,
next to you
that
all
made
the
it a
time?
little bit worse. Seeing Sal in a sack right there, that was definitely distracting.
And what was it like getting his balls dipped on your
I
face?
was close to vomiting at every half second. But
You have a good time, though?
I had a great time. I'm here, and it was worth it all. I'd do it again.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hi, on Monday's wrap-up show, we talked more about The Godfather, and I did more Godfather lines, and it was fascinating.
We should lead off with today's featured guest, and that was literally a legend in film, Francis Ford Coppola. I can't believe he was in.
I can't either. And I told Howard as soon as we went to break, you know, here's a cool thing. You book the guy, he shows up, Howard calls for him, you bring him in and sit down, and I start to watch the interview, and there's always that first couple of minutes that's a little bit like, well, what's he going to be like? Is he going to have a sense of humor? Is Howard going to really be able to talk to him? Or are we going to have to cut the interview short because he just sucks? And he sat down and he made like a goofy joke about his nephew. And I wasn't sure where it was going to go. And then I looked at my watch. It was 8:30. It was a full hour later. And I was like, I can't believe our new good friend has to leave. Like, it really felt, they really just settled into that interview well. You know, because Francis Ford doesn't know Howard from a hole in the wall either. And they just settled in. And by 20 to 8, it was kicking ass, and I really was, as a fan of The Godfather and a fan of Francis Ford Coppola, I thought it was an amazing interview.
Yeah, Artie, I don't know if it's a dream come true or not, but being able to do that, him picking the scene for you to do.
Well, listen, when he came in, I had a scene prepared in my head, in case Howard went to me.
Which scene?
The scene I started to do, I do it sometimes on the show, and Tatalia goes, but I must have strict assurance from Corleone. As time goes by and his position becomes stronger, how do I know he won't attempt any individual vendetta? I had that whole scene prepared, but then was it Howard's idea to pick a scene? That was Howard's idea.
Howard said, Francis, would you please pick a scene?
Pick a scene. So then I was shitting my pants a little bit because, that scene he asked me to do, I know by heart, of course, and I did it well, but if you notice in the middle of it, he laughs because I missed the most important part that I went back to.
Right, but the other thing that visually that was interesting to watch, I don't even know if you could see, he sat there listening to you with his arms folded, and then he probably thought, I got to sit through one of these things again. And then as you got it to your rhythm and you got everything correct, he started to nod, and then you nodded again, and then he had a big smile.
Yeah, well, I think, he sees people appreciate his work, and everyone appreciates that movie. But that's what it's like auditioning. I've auditioned for Milo. It is. In other words, if the writer-director's in the room, okay, I auditioned for Milos Forman once. I don't know if I ever told this on the show.
For what movie?
For Man on the Moon, the Andy Kaufman movie.
Right,
it was between me and Paul Giamatti for the part of Bob Zamuda.
All right, so this is Milos Forman, who directed Hair, directed
Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest, yeah, major director.
Okay, and there's Hair, Cuckoo's Nest, and People versus Larry Flint, and Man on the Moon.
Big director.
Big director. So it's one of the funniest things ever. I auditioned for this enormous, it was when I was on the Norm Show. I auditioned for this insanely important casting director, Francine Maisler, for Columbia, out in L.A., and I did well, and I got a call back from my agent and she said, Francine's going to have you meet Milos. So, but you got to go to New York. So on a week off, I go to New York, and he lived in a beautiful part of New York with a view of the park. That's all I'll say. And I had my buddy who knows how to use a computer look up some info, because sometimes he had helped write the script, and sometimes they like to bullshit with you, have small talk first to get to know you. So I wanted to know a little bit about him. And it's an amazing story. At 10 years old, his parents were killed in Auschwitz. He escaped somehow, gets to America, had nothing, and now I'm going to see him. He's got 2 Oscars and looking at Central Park. It's just like an amazing American story. So Bob's, you know who Bob Zamuda was? Andy Kaufman did a character named Tony Clifton. That was his alter ego. And Bob Zamuda would play him and heckle Andy Kaufman from the stage.
People will probably know Bob Zamuda best because he's a guy that put together Comic Relief, and he's out doing that a lot. So that's how you would know him.
Exactly. Zamuda was in the comedy community because of that. So Tony Clifton character, Zamuda would get in the makeup and as Tony Clifton heckle Andy Kaufman at comedy clubs, not even for cameras sometimes, just to fuck with people. And so he smoked all the time, Tony Clifton. He talked like a real jerk-off from Jersey, So I'm thinking, is Milos Forman going to let me smoke in his apartment? Because I wanted to smoke the cigarette for the audition. I walk in. It's one of those New York apartments where the elevator opens into the apartment. Right. Okay. I walk in, and it looked like the Copacabana in 1962. There was so much Cuban cigar smoke all over the place. I'm like, well, he's going to let me smoke. And this hot, Eastern European chick says, Milos is waiting for you, And she walks me over to him, and he's got a huge Cuban cigar. In back of him is Central Park. He's sitting on his couch. This hot broad sits me down, and I said, Milos, you're doing all right for yourself. And he goes, I am not complaining. And, so the funny part is, I'm sorry to be long-winded about this, but it reminded me of this. He also wrote the script, and he's this legendary director, and that's kind of what it's like. You don't want to insult their words, but you want to put your own interpretation on it. And I had gotten one actor, and Paul Giamatti is the other guy, and of course he got it, it's a surprise ending. But, I had he goes, fuck the script. I'll do Andy Kaufman stand-up, and you heckle me as Tony Clifton. Fuck the script. I go, okay, fine, Milos, let's do it. So I'll do it. Now, Andy Kaufman used to do a great bit. In the Lotka voice, he would say, first I do for you the impression. This is Archie Bunker. Eat it, you dingbat. In the same voice, he would just say, eat it, you dingbat. So Milos goes, okay, I'll do the stand-up act, and you just come in and heckle me any fucking time you want. Someone told me you do stand-up. I go, yeah, so you deal with hecklers. I go, yeah, so just heckle me like the worst fucking heckler you ever. So he starts doing Andy Kaufman stand-up. He goes, first I do for you the impression. This is Andy Bunker. Eat it, you dingbat. And he goes, heckle me. And I go, you fucking suck it off the stage. You fucking blow. And I just scream at him, and he goes, I believe everything you are saying. You are very real. He goes, I'll let you know. And he hugged me, and I left. But doing that scene for Coppola, the most important part of the scene is when he says, tell me who it was, Bozzini or Tattaglia, because Michael's not sure.
Right, that's a huge reveal.
He's not sure that he thinks Carlo did it. He's 99% sure. So if Carlo says, look, one of these guys approached me, then he knows he did it. So now he knows he can have him killed because he's about to kill his nephew's fucking father, you know. I mean, and when he says Bozzini, you know, that's when he has him off. And I forgot that part, and that's why Coppola laughed, you know. But that was I said it on the show. It was like singing "Born to Run" for Springsteen, you know. It was just amazing.
And you could tell Coppola was paying attention because he corrected you you missed one word in the beginning.
Right. Yeah. No, I said, well, Sonny, I'm sorry to be so long-winded about this, but you know, Pacino walks in and fucking Carlo knows he's in trouble, and he gets up and he goes, Mike, I swear to kids I'm innocent. He goes, sit down. And he goes, I said you have to pay for Santino. And he goes, answer for Santino. Which, hey, I would have done the same fucking thing. If somebody fucked up a beer league scene, I'd correct.
Let's go to the phones. Anthony in Brooklyn, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Were you nervous at all, Artie, as far as reciting the lines from Coppola?
Well,
is that why you messed up a little bit?
Yeah, dude. I was unbelievably nervous. Like when Howard, see, that's where Howard fools you sometimes. When Howard said pick a scene, the Coppola, I know the movie by heart, but you know. But like you throwing out the first bit, you can choke a little bit. Because, you know, I'm saying, in a way, I agree with what Gary's pain was. It's, you know, you can throw a ball, but then you get in front of someone. And look, I did the scene well, but I fucked up the most important part.
Did Howard give you any indication that he might call on you for that?
No.
But
no.
But in your mind, you think, hey, he might.
Of course, I was ready for. Right. I mean, look, I do it a lot on the show. So, but. I mean, look, a lot of the fans that called up about me interrupting, they had good points, a lot of those guys, and I laid back a little bit, and Howard did a great interview, and then he went to me, so that's what the show is, you know.
Oh, hello. I'm Will, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked about Guess the Tranny, a great game we played where you had to pick out a tranny, and believe me, it wasn't as easy as you think. Trannies are very difficult to spot. We also talked about whether or not a tranny should have to tell somebody or reveal that they are in fact a tranny before they go down on them. My personal vote is yes. Some of the guys here got very confused from this segment. As you'll see, this tranny is quite the look. Check it out.
Let's talk about the big contest today, and that was Guess the Tranny. And Will, where did these ladies, or whatever you want to call one of them, where did they come from?
Well, the tranny came from, Janine was in earlier this month talking about her website and that she actually did a scene with Vanity, who was the tranny we used today. So Vanity wanted to come in and promote the scene and talk about, you know, working with Janine. So we said, well, it's a perfect opportunity to do Guess the Tranny. So then you have to go through finding girls that are willing to be in a tranny contest. You know what I mean? It's not the most nice thing to say to somebody. But the first girl was a porn star, so I just went through a bunch of pictures of porn stars. I was like, yeah, she looks kind of manly. She might fit the bill. And the second girl from the Penthouse Club was just really big, and she had this whole idea about wearing a wacky outfit. So I was like, all right, that might actually work. So
it worked. I mean, you did a great job. It really worked well today. Like I said, the only reason why I didn't go with the porn star, because you're right, she you know, she had a certain look that might have gone that way. She was wearing pants, and I could see she wasn't packing.
Right. It was tough. I mean, I told these girls, listen, cover your private areas, but I guess not everyone listens. That's why they're porn stars.
And it was, I wouldn't say a split decision, but Robin and Fred both picked the wrong one. Is that surprising to you?
No, because I was having my doubts. The thing that made me not pick the one that Howard and Robin picked was her voice was too girlish. Even though I saw she had the whole outfit on, I mean, there's three things you look for in a tranny, for real. It's the voice, the hands, and the Adam's apple.
Oh, and a fourth, a cock.
Yes.
But it's the voice, the hands, and the Adam's apple. But the voice, and the other thing about the girl who really was beautiful, the girl that was, in fact, still had a penis, who really was beautiful, like I said, I had
only added to it.
But I said I had a hunch, and Artie talked about it afterwards. He goes, there's just a feeling that you get. And there's another thing, too. When these guys like try to become women, they have face work done, and it's not always natural. That almost makes them look like a little Asian. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like she was a little bit pulled, but she could. You know, Ralph called in later. It's like, oh God, it's so obvious. Listen, you're in a bar. It's dark. You've had a lot of alcohol. She looks like a chick.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I agree with Howard. Like they're under scrutiny. There's only 3. so it's a different environment than being in a bar. But as soon as you just knew it. You just felt it. That was a dude. I knew
it's so hard to say that.
No,
though.
I was still good. I mean, there was still like I wouldn't have been shocked if if like someone else did. But if I had I would have bet all my money that was the guy, and I did. I mean, that's who I said.
Now, I forgot what I was going to ask.
Like, I think you can make a mistake if you bring in 1,000 people and you say some of these are girls, some of these are guys. You'll pull out some of the girls, but all the guys you'll get right.
Now, Vanity was the tranny, or is the tranny, but Vanity talked about the right time to reveal that she's a tranny, and that set off a bunch of issues. I mean, you wait for the first date to see how it goes before, oh, by the way.
Well, she talked about when she was younger, in her younger days, she might have taken a couple of dudes home and blown them without telling them what was going on. She realizes that was wrong. And so I said, like, hey, let's say I met you at the bar last night, and we're hitting it off, and I get your number. Like, at what point do you tell me that you're a dude? And she goes, oh, right away. And I thought right away, like, I would think if I call her to go out on a date, she should probably say, listen, there's something that you need to know. But she felt the right time was the first date itself. And I think that's also, she said some things on the air today as if they were, common practice, and I just don't believe. That lots of straight guys, when they find out who she is, they don't care. I just don't believe that. I think a straight guy is a straight guy, and he's going to go, I'm sorry, you have a penis, I'm going to leave now. But she made it, I think her feeling is to get you to the first date and tell you right away, and then you can make the choice. But I think that that's not even fair.
And a lot of people have revelations on the first date, but it's like when I was 9, I was arrested for shoplifting. Or,
Yeah, what do you think about the timing of all that, Will?
I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a difficult thing to bring up. Yeah, you got to let them know right away, I would assume. But even that's an awkward conversation to have someone you don't really know that well either, I mean, you don't want to tell everything to somebody.
Well, this is the kind of thing that you have to tell.
You do, but I don't know. I guess her feeling is if you get to know her a little bit, and
you'll be
maybe
convinced.
you're into it. Well, maybe you're into her a little more.
She'll be so funny. She'll be so charming.
Here's a question. You have herpes. Right? It's just for argument's sake, you have herpes.
That's a good example.
Now, I can understand going through the first date, but I would think that minimally 3 dates is the minimum before you have to bring that in. Don't you agree? Like, in other words, you can't, like, some people go, well, I wait till it's time to have sex. I think that's already too late. Don't you?
Yeah, exactly. But I also think it's one of those things you wouldn't bring up the moment you meet somebody.
Right, but this is a lot different.
Well,
I might still have sex with a girl who has herpes. I'm not having sex with a man.
What if it was full-blown AIDS? You got to tell them right off the bat? Or...
Again, I think that something like that, which is a life-changing thing, whether it's herpes or full-blown AIDS, it's something that you got to tell somebody by the end of the first night.
I always feel so bad for people that, what's it called when you have like a
colostomy?
Bag? Yeah, colostomy bag. Like, it's hard enough, meeting someone you like, but like, how do you bring that up?
Wasn't there like a dating site for people that have colostomy?
Oh,
bags?
there was.
Yeah.
Benji, what's because I know that you have no problem leaving in the middle of a first date. What is something that has sent you away?
I don't like you. when they said that.
No. But I mean, has someone ever told you something about them that you were surprised to hear that was such a big revelation that it made you
I can't think of anything, but I was actually wondering the opposite. Like, because I think I'm a real nice guy. I'm a gentleman. But if a guy or a chick tells me she has a cock in the middle of dinner, I don't think we're going to have the rest of the dinner unless it's like so interesting as a goof. I want to like tape record it for the show or something. Like, what do you continue with the date? If you have like plans, let's say you're taking her to the theater, first dinner, then theater.
So in other words, I've got tickets for Jersey guys,
have a meal,
Jersey boys, that's
see a show.
I mean, I don't know how. It's a terrible thing to say, but I'm supposed to sit through the theater and pretend that this is.
Why is it a terrible thing to say?
Because it's mean, but they should have told you in the first place.
I don't like that you have a cock.
Now, I know a lot of listeners are probably thinking, come on, guys, it's so obvious. But it was not obvious. It was anything but obvious when you see this tranny. I mean, the pictures up are on howardstern.com, and I know it'll be on Howard TV tomorrow. But it's not such an easy thing. And I know some guys have been caught in strange positions, whether it's a club, you're a little drunk, and you find out.
What are you saying, John?
I'm just saying, I know, I've heard stories.
We were talking about it during the break today. DePace's first time ever on the air with us, which I didn't realize because I brought up this thing. There's a really well-known restaurant in Manhattan. I don't know if they're still there.
Yeah.
It's called Lucky Chang's, and what they're known for is they get the hottest transvestites that there are. They really look like women. So I guess the first year that E did their Christmas party, they did it there, and everybody except DePace knew that they were dudes. So I guess this chick was sitting on his lap, and he was kissing her on the cheek, and what was so great about it was the next day, DePace, they broke it to him. They were all still drunk for the party. They stayed up till like 3 a.m. I think they all stayed in the city. They were all still drunk, and DePace goes, "I'm telling you right now, I don't give a shit what you say. That was not a dude."
Well, you can't fool DePace.
Well, I talked about it on there. It almost happened to me once, and that's why I'm so paranoid about it now. This was like about 12 years ago, before I worked on the show. It was when phone lines used to be big to hook up with chicks and everything. And this was late at night, and I didn't have my contacts in. I don't know if that made a difference. And she was saying like she had a real dark room, and that she lived with her parents. We had to be really quiet. And I got in there, and we start talking. We're sitting on her bed, and then all of a sudden I realized, oh my fucking God, this is a guy.
How did you realize it?
It just all of a sudden it hit me. We hadn't kissed. We hadn't done anything.
Was it a guy dressed as a chick, or was it just a guy?
No. It was a guy. It was some sort of transsexual or something like that.
And they didn't feel it was the right time to let you know.
It was so, I was so freaked out because, she was like, the setup before I came over was like, well, you can't leave till like 9 o'clock because that's like my parents are leaving and everything. And she didn't want her parents to know that she'd snuck someone in her room. And she was of age and everything. She was like in her 20s or something like that.
Teenage tranny.
But she had all this
the only thing worse than a pedophile, than a tranny fucker is a pedophile.
But she had all this satanic stuff hanging in her room
because he was 13.
She had skulls and bats hanging, and I was so freaked out. So I thought of listen, I have to tell you I have a girlfriend. And, I was going to cheat. I can't do that. And I started crying about it.
You didn't mention the skulls and the bats? Or...
No. I just, I was like, I can't do this. And I started crying. And she was like, well, you can't leave. But she was, cuddling me. Oh, that's so sweet. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
Wow.
Hey, what's up? It's Jason. And on Wednesday's wrap-up show, Scott DePace, everyone's giving him a hard time for saying that he hits his dog, and knees the dog in the chest, and does God knows else to that poor creature in his house. And I don't know why he can't be more like me with my little dog Teddy at home that I just love, and I just put my little nose up against his belly and go, oh, Teddy, oh, you're such a good boy. You're such a good little man. Good little man. I don't think Scott has it in him, so fuck him. He's an asshole. Now, excuse me. I had some business to take care of. Get the fuck out of here.
Scott, you were in there today because Sam Simon sat in. Actually, Sam was on for practically the whole show, but one of the things that came up was the way you discipline your dog. And before you say anything, Gary, did you expect Sam to confront Scott in some manner today? I mean, other than likening him to Hitler, he really didn't, get in his face too much.
Yeah, but that's not Sam's thing. Sam sort of voiced his opinion. He said, Scott goes, I could do anything I want. And Sam's like, no, you can't do anything you want with a dog. I think there are people who think they could do anything they want with an animal.
But who is Sam to tell me how to raise my dog?
Well,
what is he, the expert? I mean,
he owns a foundation.
So what?
That tells people how to train dogs.
I've probably had 5, 6 dogs growing up. All of them were great dogs. So I think my way is proven and it works.
But you can hit your kid, and that's proven, and it's not against the law. I can't tell you not to hit your kid, but I think it's wrong.
Right. Well, I don't think you should even tell me that it's wrong.
I think it's weird if you hit your kid in the back of the head every time he says something you don't like.
Well, I wouldn't hit him in the back of the head.
And
a kid, and you're equating a kid with an animal, a dog. There is an intelligence difference there.
Right, but just because somebody's less intelligent means you can physically abuse them?
If that's what works.
You got to listen back to this someday.
No, I don't. If I have a dog and I sit there and keep trying to have conversations with it and it doesn't work, well, then why would I keep doing it?
Would you ever take a retarded guy and tell him he's on the moon?
We're saying there's alternative ways to train an animal besides hitting them.
But why do I need an alternative if my way works?
Because some folks see it as maybe not the most humane way.
Howard's way. Well, how about Howard's way, where he goes, no, Maybe I think that's cruel. He's yelling at the dog, basically. Maybe the dog's feelings are going to get hurt.
But you can't make the comparison. It's not a physical. You're not physically abusing a dog.
Who are you to say? You're not a dog, so you don't know. Maybe that hurts them more.
Thank you for pointing that out, Scott.
You're a monkey.
At least Sam's a
Bald
vegan. This has come up recently. Sam's a vegan, so at least he puts his money where his mouth is and everything. But I do think there's a little bit of hypocrisy about people that eat mammals that yell at Scott for, like, spanking his dog. I mean, it'd
like
be
Howard.
I
understand
what you're saying. Yeah, like anyone. Like it'd be like Jeffrey Dahmer yelling at people for spanking their kids.
It's not like that.
Yeah, it is.
Why, Gary?
Because people eat meat, and you can still eat meat and still have a pet, and a pet is not meant to be eaten.
But
so you're going to treat a pet
by
a
our
different way.
cultural standards. I mean, people eat dogs in China, don't they?
Right. I don't know. That's what they say.
Yeah. Okay.
But in this so if he goes to China, he can eat and beat the dog. But here
it's okay there.
But here it's a different culture.
Well, that's interesting.
But in my house,
why is that interesting? There's a lot of things that we don't. Hold on. There's a lot of things that are acceptable in other parts of the world that aren't here. Is that so weird?
I just think it's a whole thing
listen, if I lived in the
hypocritical.
If I lived in the Middle East, I could sell my daughter when
we
she's
talk
12.
about the whole Michael Vick incident and all that, and everyone wants him to, pretty much go to hell and just die. And yet they play football with something made out of a pig. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing's ridiculous. A pig's way smarter than a friggin' dog, too, by the way.
I don't know what road we're going down here. But
I mean, you're not torturing a
double
pig.
standard for animals.
I feel it's horrible to be mean to animals.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I mean, like eating them is. I think most dogs would rather be spanked occasionally rather than eaten.
Well, I have a question for Scott. You said that Sam has no, who is he to tell you? Why is he more of an expert? Because you know your dog, you've trained it, etc.
Right.
Is there anybody you would listen to?
No, not really.
Yeah, exactly.
For not just dog advice, but
just
for
being honest. No, I mean, listen, if there was some guy who swore that I've got the secret and it works every time, maybe I'd let him do it, and if it totally worked, then that would change my opinion. But I have something that works. It's like I've ridden a bike, and I know how to do it now. So why would I change? It doesn't make sense.
And you don't find...
Because every bicycle isn't the same.
No, I certainly would not change because it somehow...
You can't compare a bike to an animal.
I certainly wouldn't change because somehow it offends you. That's really what this comes down to. You guys are saying, whoa, that's terrible. I don't see it as terrible. I don't think the dog sees it as terrible. The dog loves me. This morning came up on my lap and rolled over.
I could take pictures of you and have you arrested if I wanted to be a douchebag. I really could. If you hitting your dog, call animal control, they'd arrest you.
Well,
seriously.
bring it on.
What? No, I'm just saying.
No way.
I'm saying that.
There is no way.
Wait, Gary, you can get arrested for hitting your dog with a newspaper?
Well, I don't know about a newspaper. You could get, I could say he's been beating his dog.
First of all, wait. I've never used a newspaper. That does seem a little odd. I use my hand.
What's been a newspaper is softer than a hand. Why is a newspaper odd? That's your personal opinion.
Yeah, no, that's right.
So could you call the cops if I got in a fight with my brother? Like if we got in a fist fight with my brother, would that be?
No, because your brother can defend himself.
Right.
Huh? So can a dog. A dog could bite.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So
no.
You don't find what you do to be cruel. You just find
Not
it's
at all.
It's the way that you need to discipline
the dog stops doing what she was doing. She turns at me, looks, and then that's it. It's over, and she's learned. Now she does not go up on the table and eat the food. So thank you.
Can I say two things? First of all, Scott, that analogy between you eat food and you have a pet, here's the difference. You invite that pet into your house. You choose that dog out of all the dogs in the world, and you say, I'm going to give you a home and care for you and feed you. Now you have a responsibility. It's like having a child. You can't say, I eat meat so I can treat my dog however I want to.
That's not what he's saying, but isn't it a little hypocritical for you?
No, it's sort of exactly
you
what
guys
he's
that
saying.
eat meat? Yeah, isn't it still two wrongs?
No.
So it's wrong for him to spank his dog, but it's not wrong for you to eat an animal of equal intelligence?
First of all,
we didn't invite that animal into our home to be a pet.
I didn't point to a cow and say, hey, I'm going to take care of you for the rest of your life and protect you.
So
it's
why?
just your animal.
Yeah, that's right. You're responsible for your animal.
So it's not all animals, it's just your personal animal.
But
you don't
also,
care what happens to other people's
if
dogs,
Scott,
just your
Scott
dog.
enjoyed going out hitting other dogs. Would you have a problem with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? He didn't invite that dog.
Yeah, he didn't give a dog a miss.
Benji and Will, if you're going to equate
and
eating
Will,
meat that was killed at a
for my
butcher
blog? I wrote that 2 months ago.
To hitting a dog. I mean, you guys are really stretching to make a point. If you can't see the difference between we lock people up in jail, should we lock everybody up in jail? I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Well, they do a crime. That's why we do it after they do a
Scott
crime.
did a crime. He jumped on the table.
The other thing we learned.
But that's the point.
The other thing we learned from Scott is that
confused by
that's
this.
why I also
Hold on.
the other thing we learned from Scott is really how stupid he is. Because look at the rigid thinking. I found a way that works, and I don't care what new information is brought to light, what experts chime in on it, what works for other people or not. I found the way that works, and regardless of any new information, I am just going to go stick with what I know, despite anything else. And that, to me, is such a sad way to live your life.
Why? Listen, asshole. Why would I waste my time doing a whole new way to do something and go, no, like Howard said? What if it doesn't work and I've just wasted my time? I have a process that works.
Having said that, why would you pick up a cell phone? The old rotary phone still works.
Why
would you move ahead? Why would you go through progress?
Why do you beat your dog with the old-fashioned phone, not a cell phone?
Wait, let him answer the question.
That's called progress.
Growing, learning.
No. But there was no problem with the old way. The old way with a rotary phone was a pain in the ass. Doing that thing with your finger, it would hurt the whole time.
Jason, there are studies that prove that obesity will kill you at this point. Then why don't you change your lifestyle?
I should, but at least I'm only affecting me. I'm not shoving food down somebody else's face.
Well, I'm only affecting my dog.
What do you mean? You're affecting our healthcare costs. You're affecting my room, my comfortability on a plane.
I don't sit next to you.
Yeah, but you can go down there. Listen,
we have to look at you.
I don't know where this is going.
I know it's gone to a weird place.
Will, you have cancer. Why don't you stop drinking and fucking doing drugs and shit?
John Hine is now going. Hold on, guys.
I don't.
John Hine is now going to get the fishing pole and reel it in.
I'm going to try. So, Scott, your philosophy in general, and tell me if you think I'm wrong, is basically if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This works for me, and there may be other ways to do it, but my way works, and I'm going to stop.
And it's quite offensive that everyone else has these opinions that I'm somehow. It makes me want to beat her more.
Really? Would you not have opinions if somebody was beating her kid?
I got a question. Why do I need the video caddy? My swing works fine, and it's been working fine for years. Why do I need that?
That's a fair question.
I can prove to you the video caddy makes it easy to record your swing.
That's what you said.
And through video analysis, your swing is going to be a lot better.
There's
a lot of pros use video analysis.
I don't believe you, and I think what you're saying is stupid.
I thought you said you don't listen to pros.
And look at how bad.
You just said you wouldn't listen to an expert's advice on how to train a dog.
No, if
you did.
If there's proven success, I see these guys on television.
But there is proven success. You can get a dog to
I have proven success.
You can get a dog to obey without hitting him, without punching him in the snout.
If I was a pro on my own and never used video analysis, then this argument would hold up. But that's not true, right? I'm not a pro. Thank you.
Can you really trust the confession your dog is giving if you're torturing him?
I had a dog. Wait, here, let me tell you one more. A neighbor of mine just told me a new trick for if your dog keeps jumping up on you, which our dog does.
Shoot him with a BB
gun. Grab the paws and then you sort of knee him.
Oh
right in the chest.
Knee him in the chest?
And it only takes once, and they'll never do it again. So I'm tempted to try that.
Wait. Explain that one more time because everyone was talking over you.
First of all, a lab's a big dog. So when they jump up on you, you grab their paws and then take your knee and just, you knee them in the chest there.
Right, you get them in the Adam's apple till the wind is knocked out of them, and then when they pass out.
And apparently, they'll never do it again.
Are you guys arguing, Scott, about effectiveness or like cruelness?
Both.
Cruelness.
It's both.
Hey, by the way, Jason, isn't your cat declawed?
No, not at all. Full claws. Come over and look at them tomorrow.
Listen, Benji, if every day when you interrupt hold on.
Just terrified to come off on a pedestal.
If every day if I felt you interrupted the show, every day you did that, no, I punched you in the head as hard as I could.
Right.
That would be effective, but it's not necessarily the right way to do it.
I agree. I'm saying, but you guys seem to be saying to Scott that this is more effective.
The problem with your analogy
we're saying it's as effective and more humane.
You could use words. He's a person. That's the difference.
Do you talk to your dog? Do you ever use words with them? Do you say no?
Yeah, but I don't expect them. Yeah, no and yes, maybe. And they eventually learn those words. But I don't expect if I have a full sentence communication with them that she's going to turn around and answer me.
I have this problem
what
with
if
the
you
dog,
write it
by
down?
the way.
What's that?
If I could say that it's a big problem that we've been working with the trainer with about Teddy, and he's a much smaller dog than Scott's dog. But Teddy the dog jumps up when you walk in. And what Janice and I have been working on is, and it's effective, but yes, it takes a couple more days than kneeing the dog in the stomach.
See?
But when you walk in and the dog jumps on you, you just ignore it. You don't give it any sort of attention whatsoever. You just walk away and ignore it. And I'll tell you what, after 3 days of doing that, it's like a whole new dog. It's like a whole new dog. And let me tell you something. I haven't had to knee it in the stomach, pull its tail, smack it on the head. I had to put up with 2 extra days of the dog jumping on.
Jason, what do you do when it won't put on its little Derek Jeter jersey?
He never had to. Let me tell you something about the Derek Jeter jersey. He pulls that jersey out of his little toy box and brings it over to me.
Did you tell Derek Jeter the other day about the jersey?
If I only had the time.
I think Jason's dog's more tortured than Scott's.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we had superfan Jillian Barbary Reynolds, and lots of stuff came up, but we had 2 surprise visitors.
Well, Sal and Richard, 2 of my absolute favorites, dropped by because everybody's been hounding them lately, like, why are you guys in your cubbyhole? What's going on? So they sort of come out of their hibernation to talk about what's going down and what's really pissing them off.
They don't freak you out at all.
Oh, my God, no. I love them. When I hear the phone ring, when I'm listening in my car and I hear ring, I go, yes, it's a morning phone call. Who's it going to be?
Jillian on the wrap-up show. Here we go.
I want to bring something up because Jillian said, where's Sal? And I said this to Jillian. I said, you know, it's really weird. Sal's like hardly visible anymore around the office, hardly comes on the air anymore. He's like, I don't know whether, you're being introspective or whether you've been given the edict to not come on the air, but you've sort of disappeared in the office.
No, I mean, I've just been working in the back.
I know, but your work is great. And I'm not talking about your work. I'm talking about the rest of Sal is missing.
Those guys hide themselves now. They close the door.
But they're doing such good work in there.
But it's clear that you guys have some sort of a beef something's going on.
Okay, I personally don't have a beef, and I don't think Richard does as well. But the thing is that, you know, Howard right now, the show lately seems so congested, and it seems like Howard's head is all over the place. And, there's a certain rhythm to the show, and I feel like I don't want to be that guy, that's going to come in and cause the explosion. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the guy that pulls the last card where the house of cards falls in.
Totally understand, but how did you come to that revelation after 3.5 years?
It took me, because I'm an idiot. It took me 3.5 years to get it through my thick brain. A normal person probably would have gotten it in 3.5 minutes. So I kind of, I'm very particular about my spots, and unless I'm really passionate about something, I decide to stay away.
But I don't even hear it like you and Richard used to roughhouse in the halls, and I have to yell at you.
Yeah.
Like, you guys don't come out of your hovel.
No, we don't. We found a new Tradio database, so we've been calling them like from 6 a.m. literally to about 1 o'clock. And we've been doing a lot of that, a lot of editing. We just recently went on the street for the homeless games and stuff. We've been cutting that up. So we've been doing a lot of work in the back. So, Howard said 1 billion times, get in the back, get in that cubbyhole, go back and do your prank calls, get the hell out of my studio. So we're kind of getting it now. And we're not hiding, but we're focusing more on the back. As far as Will and stuff and being in the pit, that's a different story. Will spoke about it last week that Richard really doesn't want to bother those guys as well, and that's Richard's thing. He could speak.
But where are
it.
you? I don't see you in there that much.
No, I was in there today. I put up the porn clips today, the new porn clips that Howard spoke about. I put up a real bad Michael Jackson joke that Steve talked me out of when he was talking about Michael Jackson. I put up a couple of jokes, so I'm still in there.
All right.
I love that you're doing the Tradio stuff. It gets better and better and better.
And even with Richard, if Richard puts up media, I'll go in as a courtesy to Will. To let him know that this.
What do you mean by that?
Well, let's say Howard's in the middle of a conversation and he's talking about an old lady. Like, we'll put up a Blue Iris song, like, oh, here's a song that she sang.
So you do that now. Richard doesn't do that.
Richard does that, but if Richard comes up with the idea at the moment, like, hey, I'm going to put up this Blue Iris song, I'll go in and tell Will.
You're Richard's spokesperson.
In other words,
in the pit.
Right? Richard won't go to the pit anymore, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he doesn't want to bother them, but did
anybody notice that
He'll still put up the media with me.
Contributes.
He's still contributing.
He contributes, but he doesn't want to deal with the likes of Will.
He's not crazy about the pit, lately.
Did anybody notice he shaved his head, Richard?
I did. I said when I brought him in, he looks like Lex Luthor.
Oh, Richard, you're more than welcome to come down.
He's working hard, and he has, according to him, he has no beef with anybody, but he prefers to stay in the back and not ruffle anybody's feathers. That's
how did he come to that revelation after 3.5 years?
I don't know. I think
so. He's been here for 3.5 years, being Richard. And 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, he decided that he's going to stay in the back.
Well, he works really hard, and I
know
guess
we know you work hard.
Will rubbed him, I guess, the wrong way. It was like one too many times where Will said, "Get the fuck out of here, leave me alone."
Well, Richard's going to come down and speak his mind. We were talking before about how everyone really hasn't seen you a lot lately around. And Sal said you guys are just busy in the back cranking away on different stuff.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we've kind of found out that just keeping to ourselves and doing our work and stuff is kind of works better for us. It's
but I understand that, but something must have changed along the way, because the other.
Well, I did get into it with Will a while back, but we were just talking. No, everything's cool. It takes me a while to get over when I get in an argument with somebody. He gets over stuff really quick, and I'm finally over it. Everything's cool, but sometimes me and Sal feel like we're kind of bothering people, and we don't want to get in the way. And like Howard always says, less is more. We want to stay back there, do our work. We don't want to, bother anybody. We don't want to get yelled at or get ragged on, and we just kind of do our thing.
Can I ask these guys a question? And probably is more towards you, but as a super fan of the show, it feels like sometimes that Sal and Richard, you guys are damned if you do, damned if you don't. So they're back there doing their thing. Then they come out and it's like, oh, fucking go back in your hole, and you're out here too much. You want too much attention. You just fucking try to be funny. And then they go and they're doing their thing. Like, where are you guys? What's wrong with you? You're not. It's like.
Well, yeah. I mean, part of the beauty of, I would say, less of Richard and more of Sal is that there is a middle ground, and Sal doesn't know where it is. Sal doesn't know where the line is, which
at Howard's wedding,
well, just in general. But Sal,
I got your ticket, by the way. Thank you.
My nickname, I tell Sal this. I call him Sal No Governale. He has no governor on him.
Great.
And so but that's the beauty of Sal, that he doesn't know when enough is enough.
Right. So Richard, Sal's not your spokesperson in the back. He was saying you go and put something up, and he tells Will that you want to, instead of you doing that.
For a while, it was like that. Yeah, after me and Will got into it, it was like because we got into it over show stuff. Like I was calling in with drops while Sal was calling in with drops, and I guess it kind of confused Will, and he got angry about it. So I felt weird going in and putting stuff up. So I would just tell Sal, and Sal would go do it for a while.
Yeah, we went through that. I think we have a pretty good system now. But what would happen is when we got here, they'd want to play stuff for me, and their stuff isn't 20 seconds long. And I would say, come back in a little while. And then they felt like I would forget that they were there, and they felt like they were getting blown off. And now what they do is they IM me when they have something, and then I listen to it. And then sometimes you'll IM me, did you get to that yet? Yes, I did. I gave it to Howard. But it is hard when the show's on live, and you're standing right over me, because I always feel like I have to listen. Shuli comes in every day to ask me whatever the question of the day is, and I'll say, give me 2 seconds. I got to hear how this plays out. And he's fine. He doesn't get insulted by it. But I felt like sometimes you guys did, and now I think we have the system down fine.
Mm-hmm.
We'll return tomorrow with all new Sirius shows. So for now, enjoy this new episode.
Hey, what's up, man? This your boy Uncle Luke, and I'm down here talking about my new show, Luke's Parental Advisory. Comes on VH1 August 4th, 10:30 at night, and the show is crazy. It's a lot of fun. My kids are beating the shit out of me, put it that way, and I let America see it and see.
You're looking forward to being on Howard's show today? It's been a while.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. I'm always looking forward to being on Howard's show. I mean, it's like when I come to New York, I got to go to Carnegie Dell, and I got to go to Howard's show. So it's important for me to be here. It's like I got to see my man.
All right, man. Sounds good. Have fun in that.
Cool.
Our first guest of the morning is here. Luke Skywalker, Uncle Luke Campbell.
Luther.
Call him what you want. Luther Campbell, yes. Luther Campbell is on the rise once again. He's got it all together.
He never completely goes away.
He never goes away. He keeps on coming at you in show business. It's so hey Luther.
Hey, what's happening, Howard?
What's happening, man? Good seeing you.
I'm good, man.
Haven't seen you in a while, man. Big things happening, huh?
Yeah, I go away. I don't like to be overexposed.
Yeah, exactly. I can appreciate that. But I'll tell you, you're always a great guest. It's always good to hear what's going on in your life. How did this reality show come about? I mean, somebody quite wisely said this guy's got to have some life, right?
Yeah, I mean, all my friends always say I'm a walking reality show.
But don't you think your life when you were with Two Live Crew, the famous rap group, don't you think that would have been some reality show at that point?
Oh, my God. I don't think anybody could have taken it.
Now you're more of a family man, right?
Yeah. This show is more of a family type show, but that I have all the tapes of us being together. So just, I'll send you some of those tapes.
You're not
They're
even
called freak shows.
Yeah, you're not even friends with those guys anymore, right? 2 Live Crew.
Only one of them. The other two, not really.
The other two accuse you of shit. They say.
Yeah.
They say. I heard they said that Luther Campbell had nothing to do with 2 Live Crew.
Yeah, and they haven't made a hit since.
I know. And they said that you went and stole all their stuff, and that you took their advance and all that kind of thing.
So how did you get everything if you had nothing to do with anything?
I know, right? That's funny.
How did you get in the room with the money?
I know, right? Because I was the one busting my ass every day, doing all the work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I saw some of those stories. I got to deal with Atlantic Records. For my record company, I was the record executive while they were getting high and everything back there.
Yeah, they kind of make the claim that like you were doing nothing, you just took the money, and you were the advance man, you were the guy, the hype man, but you didn't actually do the rapping and the singing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's all bullshit. You know that.
That hurts you, though, right?
Yeah, it does because it's the first time that they ever came out and said anything about me. I mean, because I could have just sprayed them all over the place many years ago about different things, and I won't do that. Basically, it was me and Mr. Mix.
Right.
We were the one, behind 2 Live Crew, and if you notice that they haven't made a hit song since, and me and Mix, we keep doing our thing.
That's a tough game, that rap game, isn't it?
It's real tough.
Yeah, it's
if
hard.
you ain't killing nobody, you ain't getting no hit records.
You grow up in the ghetto where things were tough? Did you really?
Liberty City. Liberty City, yeah.
So you knew what was happening, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why I never want to rap about, shooting and killing and all that. I mean, because, I think people in the hood just need to be happy. So I always talked about sex.
Yeah. You're happier out of that life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever have to kick a brother's ass?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I had to do a lot of ass kicking.
And you were able to do it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How did you learn to fight? Were you just because you were in so many fights, or did you take karate? What did you learn?
No, I had 4 older brothers, older than me.
And they would beat the shit out of you
regularly?
regularly?
And they would beat the shit out of me.
And then you would learn how to fight back.
Exactly. And then, and we would fight family against family in the hood.
Did you used to pack a pistol and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
You were a gangster?
Yeah. No, I wasn't no gangster.
Right.
It was at one point, it was like the Wild Wild West. You had to have a pistol.
You're saying family against family. Families would fight each other.
Yeah, if somebody's big brother was to want to fight me, then my big brother come out. Before you know it, everybody's in the streets.
Now, you still get along with your brothers?
Yeah.
They're okay?
Yeah, I just saw them the other day. All of them, in one room when I got married last week.
You got married last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his new reality show. He got married. He found love. How old are you now?
I'm 47.
So 47. This is your first marriage?
First marriage.
This is the first broad you ever found?
First woman I ever found.
Do you think it's a difference in you, or do you think it's a difference, because you're an older man now, and then you say, oh, now I'm ready to do something.
Slow down a little bit.
I had all the pussy I could ever possibly handle. Is that it? Is that what really changed, or is she really some special lady?
She's really a special lady. I mean, it's just, I'm like a guy.
None of the others were special.
No. I just wanted to be friends with the other ones. Everybody was being interviewed to be Miss Campbell, and, they just didn't cut it.
Is she super hot?
Yeah, super hot.
Where do you find this girl?
She's from Dallas, Texas.
Now, I imagine she's a much younger girl than
Now,
you.
wait a minute. Yeah. What are you telling me? The reality show is Finding Luke a woman?
No.
No, he already got the woman. It's his life.
Yeah, I already had the woman.
All right, because I was like, no, we're not doing that.
No, we couldn't do that.
Where'd you meet this broad?
I met her at Jerry's Deli on South Beach.
And you see a black woman, I assume?
Of course.
You're mostly into black chicks, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't marry a white chick. That'd be all over. I mean, that would just not look right.
No, I could marry a white chick.
No, I mean, not that you couldn't have, but I mean, a lot of brothers would have lost faith in you, I think.
Yeah, they would. All the black girls would have killed me.
Is this
Robin would have been talking about me every week.
Oh,
that's fucked up. Luke had to go marry a white girl.
Luke, is she
Why would I talk about it?
Is she a light-skinned black girl?
She's same complexion as Robin.
And white features, kind of the thinner nose and the thin lips and all this?
She's nice and petite.
She's petite.
She's not one of the girls that people would think, I would marry. Everybody think I would marry one of the dancers with the big booty and all that, big breasts and all that. Yeah. I'm not into that.
I want to get back to this. But how often do you wash your hair?
At least twice a week.
At least twice a week?
Yeah.
See, Robin?
Twice a week? He didn't say twice a day.
I didn't say twice. Robin claims that black people's scalps are different than white people's scalps.
I didn't say the scalp.
Really?
I said our hair.
She goes
we don't
running.
have oily hair.
No, we don't have oily hair.
All right.
No.
I still think you should wash your hair every day.
We add oil in our hair.
Right, I know.
Yeah, you gotta
grease it up. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, maybe you know something about black people, Robin, that I don't know.
See, you always said I didn't know anything about black people.
You really don't. I have to teach her everything about black people.
Well, you need to come hang out with me, Robin.
I'm going to hang out with you and become black.
How often does your wife wash her hair?
She washes it at least a couple times a week.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Now, you meet this girl at a deli, and you probably figure this is just another one you're going to rack up on your belt. You're going to sit there and just fuck her a couple of times and then move on, right? Was that the plan?
No, that wasn't the plan. The plan, I mean, she was, when I saw her, it was like, damn, she's hot, you know? Right. And then when we started talking, I saw that she was smart.
But did she say to herself, wait a second, I know this guy.
Yeah.
He's a mess.
You fucked 4 girls at one time, didn't you?
Of course.
Yeah. What's that like?
Come on, Howard, you know.
I never had 4.
Don't.
No.
You know, come on now. Don't front, Howard. You know you done had 4.
No.
No?
Had 2. And I didn't even have sex with him.
You didn't have
one blew me.
You didn't have one eating each other and you doing the other one and the other one. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have that
when
movie?
you had the 4 girls in your bed, did you have intercourse with all 4 of them?
No. One was having sex with the other one.
Right.
And the other one was having sex with me, and I was having sex with the other one.
These all black girls or white girls?
All black girls.
Really? All black girls?
Yeah.
Going down on each other? A lot of black girls, I don't think, like to go down on each other.
No, that's old. That's old now.
That's old school.
No, that's old. No, they getting down now.
Really?
I mean, a lot of black girls start losing a lot of black guys to, white girls. So,
right.
Black girls are giving good head and everything these days.
Yes. Now, how old is... No, but you once said, I'll quote you, actually. You said black women make the best lovers because they're very athletic. You said white women give the best head.
Yeah.
You said Asian women are too fragile.
Yeah.
Too fragile? What does that mean?
Yeah,
they break?
I mean,
it's like needy. I mean, like
no.
Psychologically fragile or physically fragile?
Physically, they're not too active in bed.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, it's like they just lay there. It's like you might as well get a blow up doll.
You had a point there. When a girl just lays there, it's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, that's not good. It makes you feel like you with a blow up doll.
Yeah, you're right.
You've never been with an Asian. That was a surprise to you.
That is a surprise to me.
Howard, I'm finding out a lot of things.
Yeah.
You haven't been with an Asian woman?
No.
You haven't been with 4 women?
Nah.
Oh, shit.
I tell you, man.
You got to come down to Miami and hang out with me.
Well, you're not doing that stuff anymore, are you?
No. Got the ring. I like to flash the girls now. I'm like, yeah.
Really? You're being faithful?
Yeah, I am. This is going on my second week.
Second week?
Second week is being faithful?
No, not
He's
faithful.
like a guy who just stopped drinking.
Good for you, man. No, being married.
How long have you been faithful to this woman?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah,
You're not bullshitting me.
No, I'm not bullshitting.
You also said Latino women, and this is your description, you said they scratch too much. What does that mean? Scratch you or scratch themselves?
No, they scratch you.
Oh, they like to use the nails.
Yeah, they like to use their nails. And they like you to pull their hair.
But that's kind of fun.
You don't want to be all scratched up, do you?
That's kind of hot.
Oh,
yeah. But
that makes you think you're really good in bed.
Yeah, but you got to go home.
You were lucky you never caught any sexually transmitted diseases.
I know.
I mean, how did you avoid all that?
I know. That's what shut my engines down. 3 years ago, I was like, God, you let me pass this. I'm shutting it down.
Yeah. Smart. Now, you have kids from other relationships.
Yes.
And in the reality show, you got the new reality show, by the way, is on VH1?
Yes.
Yeah. It's called Luke's Parental Advisory.
Yeah.
This is to teach people how to be with their kids.
That's what I'm telling you. He shouldn't be talking to children.
You said
I shouldn't be talking to children, Robin. I heard you when I was coming up here.
You said you thought, Robin, that his children will be taken away from him once the show hits the air.
They see the show. They're going to come and take
What is it that he's doing that you think might be misinterpreted?
Well, he talks like Luther Campbell to the kids.
He does?
Yeah. This is 2 Live Crew giving his children advice.
Well, is it true your 14-year-old son has a 15-year-old girlfriend with a kid?
Yeah, I saw that on the internet. I learned that on the show. It was like, I was like, where are your girlfriends? Your phone's not ringing. And then he took me to his MySpace page, and it was some little girl sitting up there, It was like, that's my girlfriend. And then one of his friends said, well, who is the baby? And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? she's 15. I added up. I was like, she's 15 and she had to have the baby at 14, so that means she was fucking at 13. What are you doing?
Oh, and you told him this?
Yeah, no, I told him
and
this.
Did you straighten him out? Did he break up with her?
Yeah, he had to break up with her.
Yeah, I mean,
as far as I know, these kids, they
it wasn't his baby.
But
Oh, my
Luther, where are you living that, I mean, I got to figure you made a couple of dollars with True Life Crew, and you've made money in your life.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some money.
Yeah.
Where are you living that the kids are having babies at 14 years old?
Well, I mean, in other areas.
You live in a white neighborhood, aren't you?
Aren't you sending your kids to public school?
hey, no. My kids don't live with me on a regular basis. They come over, it's every other weekend thing.
Oh, so when they're home.
But their mother, gets the check and send them to public school, and I don't agree with it.
Yeah. Oh, so you got to send a check and.
I send a check, and then if I go to court and scream and holler, "Hey, what the hell is going on? Why have my kids in public school?" And the judge say, "Oh, it's your fault." I'm like, they don't stay with me.
How much you got to pay these women with child support?
Those two kids' mothers, I pay $4,300 a month.
$4,300 a month a piece?
No, for the two.
For the two?
Yeah, up under that one roof.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Man, you got expense. You got overhead.
Yeah, you got overhead.
That's till they're 18.
How
right?
many children do you have?
I have 4 children.
Okay.
I only claim 4.
Only claiming 4.
Technically 5.
Oh,
now,
what does that mean?
Do some cost you more than others? In other words, like if those two are 4,200,
43,
300. What do the other two cost you?
The other two is, I don't have to pay no more. They're old enough. Yeah, one of them tried to come back after me for some more money.
Yeah, don't one of the kids try to come back at you?
Yeah. I got the reality show. Everybody came after me. It was like, he got some more fucking money. Let's go. Let's get him.
So you say you have 4 kids, but you say technically 5.
Yes.
No, what explain that?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that
mean?
It's
one of them, I never knew her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so...
But she is yours.
Yeah, I paid the child support.
Okay.
You did?
Yeah, and I took the blood test.
Did she ever come and visit you and say, hey, you're my dad, I want to get to know you or something like this?
No.
No, never bothered you?
No, I don't know, I was never good with women.
Right.
And having, relationships. That's why I was scared so many years.
Right.
Because, most of the women I dated were gold diggers.
Right.
Yeah, they would want to have a kid for a check.
But why didn't you wear rubber all those years?
Well, I gave them the benefit of the doubt.
What do you mean?
You bought the line that they were on the pill or whatever?
No, I saw the pill. After the first one, I was like, let me see your pills. I was like, put the fucking pills right here. And I would count them.
You would make sure they took them.
Yeah, I looked on the back.
You would even go as far as to count the pills.
I count the pills Tuesday, Wednesday, and and got to the little white one.
Yeah.
And I looked on the back. It said 99.1%.
But a lot of these women will skip the pill. They'll tell you they took it.
Oh, I know 5 times.
Yeah, that's right.
5 times.
And when you get the news that a woman calls you up and says, Luther, I'm pregnant, baby.
I always got it on the golf course.
Always got the news.
Yeah, one of my friends would be like, "Yeah, by the way, your girlfriend was in the office while my wife was having a baby, and before you know it, it was like." I would go and
they wouldn't even tell you.
No, they wouldn't tell me because I had those conversations.
Wow.
I was like, "Look, if I'm gonna stick it in raw dog, now you got to let me know, because I will put a rubber on." But it wasn't about that.
Right. Well, always put a rubber on. That's what I say. And with the new wife, are you gonna have kids?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel!
I want to raise a kid in the household.
Yeah, that'd be novel. Wouldn't it?
I mean, you've had the 5 kids and none of them are raised in your household.
Right.
Right. So you think you'll stay married and you want to have that experience of actually getting to know the kid from
Right.
You're kind of like a guy who gets a dog from an animal shelter and the dog's already 3 or 4 years old.
Exactly.
You want to get a puppy.
Yeah, I want to get a puppy. I want to raise the puppy. I want him to be just like me.
Yeah.
Did you ever try to get the women to terminate the pregnancy? Did you ever say, look, honey, it ain't the right time for us to have a baby. Maybe you should go get an abortion.
No, because I just didn't believe in the abortion thing. Because I always figured, shit, what would have happened if I would have been aborted?
Right. Well, we wouldn't have had you, and then we wouldn't have True Life Crew.
Everybody would have missed out.
Everyone would have missed out on you.
I know. A lot of men wouldn't be straight these days.
When you think back, though, on all the pussy you had, I mean, you're talking about how many women you think? 1,000?
Man, I don't know. I'll put it this way. I was very picky.
Right.
At what I slept with. I would go and look in the girl's car, and I'll see if a car is dirty. I feel like her stuff is dirty. I go in the house, and if the house is dirty, I feel like her stuff is dirty.
Right. You knew. You could tell.
Yeah, you could tell. You know, a lot
Can you
of
tell it when a girl is filthy? I mean, when she is dirty down there? Can you tell? How do you know?
I mean,
I got a friend who knows that. He goes, he could look at a girl and goes, that's dirty pussy. And I go, really? How do you know that? He goes, guarantee that has disease.
Disease?
Not
right.
disease. I can't tell disease.
This guy could tell.
But I would
and
go.
He never wears a rubber.
I would. Oh shit.
He goes. He says, I
And
don't
he
have
doesn't
anything.
have any kids?
He says, because I can tell.
Man. No, I would go. I would look in their car and see shit in the car. Car is dirty, pussy is dirty. House is dirty, pussy is dirty.
That was the move.
Yeah.
So if you went to a girl's house and it was filthy, you were out of there.
Pussy's filthy.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's got to be bad.
What about with birth control? The rhythm. There's a rhythm.
Yeah, why did you ever pull out?
He wasn't doing that.
You never pulled out
see,
and came on their face and all that kind of stuff, like crazy stuff?
Well, I mean, a lot of them slurped. You know, that was mandatory.
Did you ever find a girl who had a clean car but a dirty pussy?
A clean car, yeah.
You did find that.
Yeah, this
So
one girl.
the car trick is not foolproof.
It's not foolproof.
A woman can trick you by having a clean car, can't
Yeah. It was one girl. Her name was Frida from New Orleans.
Yeah, huh?
And her shit smelled bad.
Really?
Yeah, real bad.
And did you just walk out?
Oh, yeah.
You would not, like, be kind and just stick it in for a few minutes?
No, I'd be like, clean this shit up. Have you ever heard of Massengale?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, do the old school douche, you know.
Would the girl cry? I imagine a girl would cry when you said that.
No, because they needed to know that. So obviously, a guy before me didn't tell her.
It's advice, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
So you sit there, look, your shit smells, and.
But you didn't check him out after. She didn't go clean up, and then she came back, and you.
Oh
go,
no, that was it.
That was it. Yeah.
I tell them, put your hand down there. Do you ever taste your shit? Yeah, most girls taste this stuff.
Were you ever lucky enough to have a famous woman?
Famous? I've had some entertainer girls.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean
people
girls?
we would know?
One girl off the Players Club.
The Players Club?
Yeah, I did that movie and I slept with one. Bad mistake. I slept with one of the girls and it was a bad experience. And then I stopped dating Hollywood chicks.
Really?
Why?
How bad could it have been?
It was bad. I slept with her and her period was on. She didn't tell me. You know, you wake up the next morning in the bed, and it's like, what the fuck happened? And the girl, I was like, this girl.
If she had said to you, listen, let's wait a few days because I'm on my period, you would have respected that.
Yeah, I'd have respected that, but don't just do that. So I get.
You don't bang girls on their period?
No.
No.
That's
not for you.
No. That's not good.
No.
That's not good.
Maybe she didn't realize it was coming on. You know what I mean?
She had to know. Women know that, right, Robin?
Well, sometimes you cannot know.
I was with a woman once, and I remember I used my mouth on her vagina.
With the period on?
And she didn't know it was coming on, and I looked like a clown. I looked like the Joker from Batman. And I was like, oh, man, this is really wild. But, you know, I didn't know. It was dark, and who knew? But I looked in the mirror. I went, oh, shit, I cut myself shaving or something. I didn't know what happened.
Man.
And it was pretty wild. But I didn't blame her. She didn't know.
Right. I saw that one time. I was doing this peep show that I used to do, and I was interviewing Jay-Z.
Right.
And it was two girls going down on each other, and
right.
And the girl got up, and her face was all red.
Oh, geez.
And me and him both was like, damn. That just happened. And the other girl didn't know.
You still friendly with Jay-Z? What's the story?
Yeah.
He's a good friend of yours?
Yeah.
What's with that Beyonce?
Cool.
Why can't he admit he's married to her? What's going on?
I don't know.
What's all the secrecy? I don't understand.
Well,
I don't know.
There's a picture now in the tabloids of a wedding ring on his hand. So.
Yeah. But he doesn't like to tell anyone.
I don't know
met
what
him
it is
times.
with the two of them.
I've met him a few times, and he seems like a nice enough guy and everything. And but he will never say if he's married.
Well, you know, every time I've seen him, he's been with her, but they don't say they're together.
That's crazy.
Is your lady the one you married? Is she? What's her name?
Kristen.
Kristen. Is she hotter than Beyonce?
She's hotter than Beyonce.
She is.
Yeah. Beyonce has a lot of makeup and shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of makeup.
You know, I like natural.
Right.
You know, natural.
And she can get large, Beyonce. She can let her weight go, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, your girl skinny.
Yeah, nice and petite.
She's got the real.
Everything real. No shots. You know, nice, real.
No implants?
Real breasts. No.
How big are the breasts?
No, it's nice. I mean, nice size.
And
she's Robin
nice.
size.
And she's a Robin size.
Forget it.
Really?
Let me see, Robin.
Is it
no, a little bigger.
A little bigger than Robin?
Yeah.
And it's all
really?
natural?
All natural. All natural.
You're saying she's over a D cup then? I mean, Robin's double D.
Robin don't look like she's a double D.
Oh, yeah.
You hiding, Robin.
And she had him reduced.
No, oh, shit. Why? Why would you do that, Robin?
Because I'm still a double D and they were reduced.
Every guy has the same reaction. Why would you do that?
Yeah. I mean, here's people spending money on silicone and you cutting it off.
Yeah. Oh, God blessed her in so many ways.
Yeah.
This Robin.
Yeah, I got Howard and these.
Yeah. It can't be better than that. Dan, in Philadelphia, you should be up next. As a matter of fact, I just want to remind you to check out Luke Campbell, Luke's Parental Advisory.
Yeah, I have to watch because I can't wait for child services.
In a way, Robin really feels your children will be taken away from you.
That's all right.
Is his advice really that wild?
Well, you heard him say he's sitting there with his son. He said, "This is fucked up."
Yeah, they get talked to like that.
You're right.
Yeah.
What, you can't teach your kids something's fucked up?
You're raising them, son.
You can't use that language. You know
can't?
that.
The man had a porno.
I use the F word around my kids sometimes.
No, you never did.
My daughter and I were at dinner last night, and she said,
"She's 100 years old now."
No, she's 25 years old. She said to me, "Dad, this fucking," and she goes, "Oh my God, I'm sorry." I go, "Sorry? Who
Thank God you said that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think you were normal. I don't want to watch my language.
No, let me tell you. Listen, when Howard first had a baby, he said, "This child is never going to hear a curse word."
Wow.
This child, and this is Howard Stern talking.
Wow, exactly. What a lie.
Well, I tried at least. I didn't even try.
For the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, so check out Luke Campbell on Luke's Parental Advisory, premiering this Monday night at 10:30 on VH1.
10:30.
And your wife is on there, too? We can look her over?
Yeah, you can look over.
Does she wear revealing clothes, and does she wear provocative outfits?
No. She's a very smart, intellectual, intelligent lady. She just went to go take the bar yesterday in Florida.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
You're marrying a lawyer?
Yes.
You're in trouble.
Well, that's great.
I know,
Let her
right?
work. Let her work a little
You
bit.
need to marry a chick who knows how to argue better than most chicks.
Exactly. That's what I did.
Who are you voting for, Obama or McCain?
Hell yeah, Obama.
Could you ever think in your lifetime you would see a black president?
I think, when we was going through all this shit, way back in the days, I always figured that, it was really about, white kids getting black rap music, hearing shit that's going on in the hood, and 20 years later they'll be wearing the same clothes and they'll be liking this, and the color lines will be off, and then you'll be able to have a black
In a sense, you're right. I mean, I think rap music actually
I think
brought...
Luther, is taking credit.
He is. He most definitely did. He took credit for Obama, and so you will be backing him.
Yeah, I love Obama.
You love him.
Yeah.
Right.
I send a check. That's the first person I send a check to.
Have you met him?
No, I never met him.
Do you consider him black, or do you consider him white?
No, I think he's black.
You do think he's black?
Yeah, when he did a speech one day, I was looking at it, and he had one of these town hall meetings, and somebody criticized rap, and then he said, "Oh no, I like Jay-Z." I was like, "Yeah, that's my man." And then when I knew he was black, let me tell you, when you know a guy's black,
he doesn't wash his hair every day, right?
No, look at his wife. His wife has a nice ass.
His wife is a black woman.
That's a black woman.
And a real black woman.
Oh, that's a full black woman.
Yes.
And that tells you right then. I mean, if he had anything else going, you look at his wife. Look at a guy's wife.
How often do you think he washes his hair, Obama?
Obama? He got to wash his shit every night.
Every night.
Every night.
That's very white of him. Mike, go ahead. Say hi to Luke Campbell. And don't forget to watch Luke's Parental Advisory, premiering this Monday night at 10:30 on VH1. I know I will watch it.
Oh, okay, cool.
I will support the show, and also I know it'll be good. It's got to be good. I mean,
it's
crazy. It's going to be fun.
What happens in the first episode? Do you know?
My son finds a porno. My wife finds a porno up under the bed of my son.
You still got? Oh, your son had porno,
Yeah.
and you can't tell him not to have porno.
Well, I mean, you know what? I went in the room and I had to have a conversation with him, and it was
But that's
like
silly, isn't it?
Yeah, part of me was happy because, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, God, please, I hope it's not a boy-on-boy tape. Girl on girl, yeah. And then I start talking
You know
shit.
what? I didn't think about that. That is scary.
You don't know until you find that first porno.
You don't know. Yeah, you don't know until you
What was
find
the porno? Do you know the name of it?
Was some
Strap-on Sally?
Big booties on South Beach or something like that.
What if he'd been gay? Would that have been a problem?
If it had been gay,
it might have been a different show.
It would have been interesting.
Yeah.
It'd have been interesting. Yeah, it would have been interesting.
How would you have dealt with that?
I mean, it would have been interesting.
Would you have canceled the show?
No, because
Come on,
the world needed to see how.
It's a boy-on-boy tape.
If I found a boy on board, I'd have freaked the fuck out.
You would have. It would have been hard for you.
Yeah, it'd have been hard for me. I'd have been in a trauma unit. Yeah, but I was like, you try your best. But if he'd have been gay, then that'd have been his thing. That'd have been, not a problem.
You try your best.
Yeah, because
by the way, Luke's kids' porno was South Beach Booty.
Yeah,
South Beach
something
Booty.
like that. Yeah,
that's right.
That sounds very heterosexual.
All right, let me give you a hypothetical. If a son of yours wanted to marry a man, would you attend the wedding?
No.
You would not?
You would not.
No.
You would not go to a gay wedding?
I wouldn't not go to my son's wedding. I'd go to somebody else's gay wedding.
Right.
You're not going to your son?
No, I wouldn't have went to his wedding. No.
You wouldn't give away your son?
I know, right?
You wouldn't walk him down the, you wouldn't walk him down the aisle?
Walk me down the aisle.
Hell no.
So if he said to you, Dad, look, it's really important to me if you'd accept my lifestyle and accept my new husband, I need you to come to the wedding. You would have sat him down and said, look, man, this is not my scene.
This is a job for your stepdad. No, I wouldn't. No, that would have been hard for me.
You would accept his lifestyle.
I would, yeah. If as an adult, if they would have did that. I mean, my oldest daughter, she was a stripper.
Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
Really, you didn't keep your girl off the pole.
Well, I mean, if I'd have been in her life, hopefully, I'd have kept her off.
Did that really upset you? Because you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, because I sent her mother so much child support. I mean, back then I was making millions and millions.
Right.
And they were getting, a lot of money, and it was, I was hoping that it was going toward education.
You never accidentally went to the strip club and accidentally saw your daughter up at the lap dance?
No. That'd have been fucked up.
Yeah. That might have been good.
That'd have been fucked up.
This is Alice on the phone. She claims she banged you in the 1980s, and she's angry with you.
Really?
Alice, go ahead.
Hello?
Yes. What happened between you?
That nigga Coon said.
What?
You lying, nigga.
Whoa.
Damn, Alice is angry.
Yeah, why
She's still angry.
What?
You cut the bullshit.
All right, what's wrong?
You fucking cocksucker, and fuck you too.
Wow.
Respect, okay?
Damn. She's angry.
Yes, she is.
That's what she wins the Bitter Bitch Award.
I hate you, you fucking nigga.
Oh man.
That ain't right.
Really?
See, that's what it sounds like how when you're sleeping with a black woman. A white guy sleeping with a black woman.
Yeah, that's
You got nigga blood in you, motherfucker.
Wait, what?
Fuck what that nigga Coon said.
Man, she's out of line.
Oh, she's out of line. I'm sorry.
He hasn't even said anything.
What?
Shut the fuck up, you fucking animal.
All right, I'll be quiet. Go ahead.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. And I really mean it. I hate you. I hate you, you fucking cocksucker. I hate you.
Wow.
I hate you, bastard. I hate you, fucking cocksucking bitch. I hate
Man.
I wish I could find out what you did to her.
What did you do?
She sounded like one of those girls you gave a golden shower and you promised a lot of shit to if she was to take the golden shower.
Did Luke pee on?
you, fucking animal.
Did Luke pee on you? All right. Thank you, Alice.
Oh, my goodness.
That nigga Coon said.
All right.
Yeah, you know what? She started the conversation with the same thing she ended it with. The same exact cadence.
We came right back around.
Well, let me tell you something, man. I'm looking forward to the show.
Hey, I appreciate it.
It's great when you come in. And, you know, this I think is going to be big. You know, after Two Live Crew and all that kind of dies down, you probably said to yourself, what the fuck am I going to do now with show business? How am I going to maintain my image? How am I going to be out there in front of the people? This might be the perfect venue for you.
Yeah.
And who approached you on this?
I talked to some guys named Tone, and they hooked me up with VH1, and we did a shot of pilot.
Are you the executive producer?
No, I'm the creator of the show.
You're the creator of the show. How many episodes are we going to be?
8 episodes right now. If it does good, then we keep doing some more.
I bet you it's going to be. Did you feel pressure to sort of act out wild, or did you just keep it real?
No, I kept it real.
Yeah, because you're wild enough. I mean, you've got enough crazy shit going on that you don't need that.
Yeah, I kept telling him.
Can you imagine this woman who married him coming into Luke's life and seeing all the chaos and staying?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Hey, Mike, go ahead. One last question for Luke. I don't want to run out of time, but go ahead.
Luke, hey, man, you married a lawyer. I got to know, did you get a prenup?
Prenuptial agreement.
No.
No.
Oh, see, she's got him.
No.
What?
No.
What? No.
What were you
You look
thinking?
shocked.
What were you thinking?
I mean, you know.
See what I mean?
I figured if I get married, I mean, no prenup.
Oh,
I didn't get it. Serious.
You got some serious coin in the bank, don't you?
Yeah.
You're over $1 million, right?
Yeah.
Divorce, right out the window.
In Florida, in Florida.
Florida, nothing.
Don't think Florida's going to help you.
My money is protected.
By who?
What?
My money is protected.
What does that mean?
You married a lawyer.
What are you talking about?
I married a lawyer.
How is your money protected?
My money is protected.
Maybe he's
I
right.
protected.
I don't know.
I protected my
OJ
money.
seems to be living pretty well in Florida.
Exactly. Florida is a place you want to get married.
Really?
California, no, it's fucked up. You better get a prenup.
Your money is protected. Yeah. I don't think you thought this through.
No, I talked to my lawyers.
You're a pretty bright guy. Oh, you did?
I talked to my lawyers.
You did?
Yeah.
All right.
And they assured me that everything is protected.
Right.
And I figure whatever I make while I'm with her, she should get 50%.
Really?
Yeah, she put up with all this shit.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't work while you're with her.
Did your wife want to not be part of the reality show? Did you have to do some convincing there?
Originally, she was not supposed to be a part of it. She was supposed to be, like a side thing. And then as the show just progressed, before you know it, she became more and more involved in the show.
You better be careful with this reality stuff because Hulk Hogan's coming in next, and look what happened after his reality show.
Yeah, and it's the same crew. It's the same company, Pink Sneakers.
And now he's getting a divorce in Florida, and his wife's looking for everything.
Yeah, but in Florida, you don't get it all that.
I think... Didn't they file in California? That's why she wanted to move. Remember?
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe Luke knows what he's talking about.
Yeah,
here.
Florida is 50-50 state.
Dominic, what does Luke mean when he says he's getting married in Florida? Is he onto something here?
He got a problem?
First of all, I'm a fan and I love that music. But I think two things. Number one, when your wife starts telling you to slow down your spending, it's because she's counting your money that she's going to get.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
He's a divorce attorney.
And number two, the prenup, not only are you worried about the money in the future, you're worried about a guy like me spending 6 weeks questioning you. You always want a prenup, no matter what. And I don't care. And I've done a lot of work in Florida. Matter of fact, I'll be there in 2 weeks. A prenup is always needed. I don't care about Florida's prenup. Someone said to you, you don't need a prenup. It's Florida. It's the property you had before you were married, correct?
That's what my lawyer said.
Yeah, you're your lawyer. You know what? Do me a favor, counselor. Will you do the rest of this case free when they start wanting to question you for days?
That's right.
Says that, then you got a good lawyer or you got a crazy lawyer.
Yeah. So you think?
So they can go after stuff Luke owned before?
Prenups are not only because you want to protect your assets. They're also so you don't litigate. My prenups, and they're on videotape.
Luke's feeling shitty about this marriage.
All of a sudden, he's looking at that ring.
Hey, we're bumming. Hey, Dominic, we're going to stop because he's going to bum this man out.
He's getting all upset.
He was feeling pretty good about his life when he walked in.
Yeah. I've been calling you. Just Leslie and I calling. When you have time, call back.
I will. I'm sorry.
All right, that's okay. We just want to talk.
Been busy.
Goodbye.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh, Dominic wants to console you about your breakup?
Yes.
Girls' night out business?
You broke up?
I just broke up with somebody, yeah.
Really?
White guy.
A white guy?
Yeah.
You look like you would date a black guy.
I would date any guy.
Yeah?
Any good guy.
She had a black guy before.
You got a good guy for me?
Yeah.
You got someone good for her?
I can hook you up.
All right.
Yeah, I got some. The guy who works with me, Louie, out there.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Can you give it to her hard? She likes it hard.
Here we go.
I don't know. You got to ask her.
He's never tried him out.
She needs it really, really hard and fast.
You like it rough, right?
Yeah.
No. Don't listen to him.
You don't look like
I'm
you
a
like
lover.
She wants LeBron
Not
James.
a fighter.
Really?
Yeah.
LeBron James?
That's right.
That's my boy. Yeah.
Really? You can hook me up with him?
Yeah. Oh, see that? There you go.
You may be shooting a little too high there.
Let me tell you a little.
Excuse me, Odie?
I don't want to sell her.
23? That's in my age group.
I don't want to oversell her, but she's got 5 very clean cars.
Really? Oh.
All right, look. The show is called
Maybe she could wash LeBron's car.
Luke's Parental Advisory. Check it out, premiering this Monday night at 10:30 on VH1, and check out Luke's website at uncleluke.tv, uncleluke.tv. Check him out. You're going to love the show, I guarantee you. You follow Luke around, it's not going to be boring.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you. Hey, Howard, the boys from UM, they said they want you to come to the game.
Really? I don't go to games. I'm not playing any games.
No, you got to come to the football game.
Really?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
All the players down there. Last time I was on the show, they were all ramping and raving. Oh man,
cool.
Can you ask Howard to come to one
I'm
of our
going to hang out
games.
with you one time. I want to see what you're up to.
You should let me do your bachelor party.
Oh, my God.
Why are you looking like that?
I thought you just got married. You're not throwing bachelor
No,
parties?
I'll throw
What
your
are you going to
bachelor
do
party.
at the bachelor party?
Yeah, you know what?
You better calm down with no prenup. You better stay away from all bachelor parties.
No,
Give me
I
a
want to
second.
do your bachelor
You out
party.
of your
She'll let me
fucking
do
mind?
your-
You're crazy.
What you scared of,
You
Howard?
just stay home.
You know,
Keep shooting your reality show.
You're right. No, you send a bunch of broads to his bachelor party and keep sending them to that same address every week because it's at my house, maybe.
That's right. I'm going to send you over to George Takei's bachelor party. That's where you're going to go.
You don't want
Keep
that.
you out of trouble.
Uncle Luke, how'd it go, man?
Oh, man, I learned a lot of stuff.
Dude, what was it
prenups and all that.
What was it that phone call, that lady that was pissed at you? She said
I
you
don't
banged her
know.
back in the day?
I don't know what that was all about.
You think she was one of those ladies that weren't clean?
She was, yeah. No, she had to be clean. And
Oh, that's right.
bullshitted me. Yeah, that was an interesting call there. I wasn't expecting that one.
Did you have a good time, though, today?
John Hyde and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
This is Artie, and Monday's wrap-up show. Gary was fucking fagging it up. His feelings were hurt because I lied to him. I betrayed him. It's like Days of Our Lives or some shit. Tell him to sew up his fucking pussy. And, I don't know. Whatever you do after you sew up your pussy.
Ziggy, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, fellas, love the show. You know, real quick, I wanted to touch on Robin. She really seemed like she was digging at Artie today. I mean, is she that pissed off about him missing time and everything going on in his life? Because she just wouldn't let up today.
What do you mean today, Ziggy? It's been like that. It's been like that for the past few weeks.
Yeah, but it seems like more and more so today. I mean, she was just every second. I mean, it was some kind of dig on Artie, and it's just like, I mean, come on, Robin, either get over it or I don't know. I mean, am I wrong here or something?
Well, I can take Robin's side a little bit. I can tell you this: Robin and myself, we take the show very seriously. This is a big part of our lives. So I think in Robin's estimation, it's almost like Artie's been missing days on the show, has not given 100% every day on the show, and we're sitting here going, "Oh, well, Artie's sick. Let's help him out." And then to find out that he's been lying to us about it, I think it's I guess it manifests itself in different ways for everybody. Robin lashes out. I am enormously disappointed.
Why?
Because I feel like an idiot. I feel like a fool to have I've sat here on this show and defended Artie a lot under the premise that he's going for this intensive outpatient rehab. And then for him to throw it at me today that I'm some sort of an idiot. Why do I care about him? What do I give a shit? The reason why I don't care that Artie's going to his therapy because I want him to come here every day. I care that Artie might have been going to his therapy because I wanted him to get better because I like him. And I feel that what little credibility he had left with me, to me, is now gone.
So you genuinely felt like he was going to therapy this whole time, or you wanted to believe that he was
No,
going?
I believed up until I thought, I said it on the air this morning, I thought maybe in the last month or so he might have been going less. That's how stupid I am. But in a million years did I believe that Artie had gone 1.5 times when he told us he cried in front of the therapist, that he admitted to the therapist that that he had a drink. And by the way, the reason Artie went to this in the first place was to get us off his back because he missed the Bob Saget roast.
That's right.
So he comes in and he goes, okay, I missed the Bob Saget roast. I've got a problem. I'm going to go take care of it. And guys, here's how I'm going to go take care of it. So we all take a giant step back because we're like, hey, he's trying to get better. And then we find out he's not trying at all.
So has it reached a point where you just can't believe anything the guy tells you?
Yes. For me, it's there.
And it wasn't there before.
No, it wasn't.
Now, I think, Ziggy, that moment Robin reached about a couple months ago. I can't speak for Robin.
But today,
she has her own opinion.
But today validated it.
Yeah, and once she got it confirmed, of course she's going to rip into, and that's not going to end. She's going to keep digging and digging and digging because she feels like she's been, deceived.
Yeah, well, it makes you wonder, too, because one day the greatest show on radio is going to end. And when that happens, I mean, you see, like, John, Stuttering John, or you see Jackie, all these guys' appearances dried up when they left the show, Casey, whoever. I mean, Artie's different because, he came to the show, he was a comedian. I mean, what's going to happen to him? Obviously, his fame's been elevated because of the show. So what happens to him after the show? I mean, is he just such a fuck-up that he can't really do what, he's doing now? So I don't know, it makes you wonder. I mean, the guy needs to get his shit together, but that's what makes him Artie, I guess. Talk to you later.
All right, thanks for the call, Ziggy.
Ziggy out.
I guess the question to follow up Ziggy's point was, as Teddy laughs, is if Artie does clean up his act and does pull all the shit together, does that have less appeal to people? Because I know a lot of people like the fact that Artie's a fuck-up. Or, let me keep going, does that justify Artie's behavior? Well, I need to be this way because, I won't be as successful.
It may justify it in Artie's head, but it doesn't justify it in life. To me here. For coming in here every day, it doesn't justify it for me. Now, that's that whole thing that Greg Fitzsimmons and I argued about last week, where he said, well, that's your work ethic. Okay, this is my fucking work ethic. I'm not going to be ashamed of it.
Phil in Utica, you're on the wrap-up show. Hi, Phil.
Hi, I've been a fan a long time, and I just bought Artie's book Saturday, and got to the point where, in the book, where his old man fell off the roof. I think, to me, the only thing that bothers me about Artie, fucking up, I don't care if he fucks up, because I did heroin when he was 3 years old. That was my gateway drug to marijuana, and but to me, it's kind of a slap in the face to Howard when he goes and does his book signing at night, and misses work. I mean, he ought to just come out in the open, and if he's fucking up, and does that work? I mean, it seems like so many people there are naive. I mean, when he's falling asleep, he's not having a sugar crash or anything. He's nodding. I've been doing this since 1967. And basically, I haven't really stopped in all those years.
So you think Artie should just come clean about everything and not
lie?
You
don't have to come clean, but I mean, like today, he said he hadn't been seeing his shrink, and I don't think you really basically, I don't think, you can go see a shrink if you're still fucking up and stuff, But
well, Artie's right here, and I believe he's got a statement of some sort, or he just wants to come in and listen. So, Artie, it's yours.
I grew up here. I work construction here. I don't know why they're doing this. Listen, Gary, your old man is from Little Italy, right? You grew up Uniondale, tough town. You were a tough fucking kid.
Wasn't that tough, Artie?
You used to do blow. You know what I'm saying? How did you get in touch with your feelings so much? Like, what? You're hurt by me? I hurt your feelings that I'm not going to therapy? Are you kidding me?
I guess that. So, do you think it's weird that I would care about you enough to wish you got better?
I think it's weird.
I don't know why you keep belittling that and making fun of it.
I don't know. I don't belittle anything. I'm just saying it really is. Maybe I'm from a different world. It's unbelievable to me that people care if I'm in therapy so much.
We don't care if you're in therapy. We care that you get better.
All right.
And when we thought that you were going to be fucking dead last time when you missed the Saget roast, you came in and you got us all to leave you alone. I realize now when you came in, it wasn't a ploy to get better. It was a ploy to get us to leave you alone.
No, well, that's
and I
true.
promised to leave you alone.
Well, all right. Well,
because you seem offended that I care about you, and that's weird to me out.
No, I just seem I'm upset that you're upset, and I'm like, well, why is he?
But
so
are you
upset?
surprised?
No, I'm surprised that you're that upset about the therapy thing. Like that's the only thing that could help me. Like that.
No, but it was the one thing that you had convinced everybody you could do. And I sat on this show many days, Artie, and defended you to a lot of people in the belief that you were making an effort to get better.
Well, how do you know I'm not making an effort to get better? How do you know? I was on the wagon once for 11 months and 3 weeks,
You sound like Sam. I have my 60-day chip. I know you were. I know.
I did that with just willpower. Like, how do you know I'm not just trying, on my own, using whatever I have?
Because you've said many times.
I know. I'm such a fuck up. I can't defend myself. That's the problem.
You're the one who told us many times that you needed help and that you have tried to do it on your own. And
there's other places to get help, though. you guys don't think this. There's other places to get help, maybe, than a therapist.
Have you been going to church every day?
No, not church, but, maybe there's some friends I talk to that help me. Maybe I'm trying to do other things to take my mind off of drugs, like gambling.
I mean, therapy...
I mean, listen, I love you. I know you care about me, but I'm upset that you're upset. And I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm disappointing people. And every thing I say sounds so stupid because I'm such a fuck up and I have a bad history. Like, there's nothing I could say, I'm trying to make myself better. That hasn't worked so far.
But think about it. Like, break it down for a second. Like, why did you wait till today to tell us? If you'd have told us 2 weeks later... you told us you cried. You told us you admitted you didn't drink.
It is funny.
I mean, the lie. I know it's funny, but
but are you so?
I'm like, don't worry, Artie's okay because he's trying hard.
Yeah, but are you so deep in the lie at that point that it's easier to go with it than come clean?
You know what? That's what I learned in an after-school special.
No, but why today?
When you're that deep in a lie.
Hey, Art, why did you pick today to tell us?
Because Lisa G is sitting there, and quite frankly, she's sexually harassing me, and I have to try to get her off of me. And I figured if actually, I'm getting a lawyer now.
Art, you said someone's
got a list.
Art, you said someone found out already.
Promises. What is her problem?
You said someone found out already that made you kind of say, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna reveal it."
That was a lie.
I knew it.
Hey, by the way, if Scott DePace is here, Scott, can you come down for a second? Because Scott has one of the most insane theories I've ever heard about this entire thing.
Scott was the one who, as I was leaving, Scott came out making fun of you, saying, "You hurt Gary's feelings." Oh. That's what he kept saying.
But it seems like the big thing here is the word therapy. It's not that you care. He's like, Artie doesn't get why you care so much about, and Howard too. Like, therapy is the magic word.
But I think it's not. Well, it's not.
If I'm not you guys are so into that shit that if I'm not in therapy, I'm not trying to get help. That's the problem.
But Gary's most upset, I think, that you said you were, and then you're not.
Because I'm trying to appease people who think that's the end-all, be-all.
Isn't that what you're most upset about?
That's not true. No, you're not appeasing me because I think it's the end-all, be-all. There's probably a bunch of different ways you can go. That's the way you decided to tell us that you were coping with that particular incident.
Well, what if I told you, look, I'm just using my own tools in my head to get better? You're not going to believe that.
Well, I'll believe it, but I don't think it'll work.
Well,
I believe you were doing that, but
that's
I'd say
discouraging.
Scott, come over here.
Yeah, but Artie, you understand. People aren't going to believe it because you made that bed.
I know, and I have to line it.
Scott, tell me what you just tell me.
First of all, it's not insane. No, I just was doubting some of your drug, things.
Oh,
right now.
There you go. Well, why am I? Maybe I'm not lying. Maybe I'm lying about the drugs.
Well, let him talk.
As far as I know, I never saw you withdrawing here at work. I never saw you throwing up. So I was just questioning. A lot of the timeline was off. So maybe this is all a ploy to sell some books.
What timeline?
He thinks that the whole drug thing was a ploy to sell books. He spent a good 4 hours with you down at your Jersey Shore home and saw no evidence of drug use, so he's pretty sure you're clean.
Do you have any evidence that you can actually prove that you ever did heroin?
Right. Can we take your hair?
Listen,
that's why he won't give us a hair sample.
You're not getting my hair.
Wait, by the way, we talked about this on the Rapper Show. You've told us you've done heroin. You told us you've done coke. What could be in your hair?
I just don't want to.
No, but what could be in your hair?
I don't want you to take my hair. It's creepy.
But there's nothing we could find that could be worse than heroin.
I don't want you taking my hair.
But seriously,
if you've raped someone, does it show up in your hair?
No, it doesn't.
All right, fine. You can have some hair.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, was a big discussion about how Artie and my friendship might be a little bit fractured. Talk about him getting my paycheck by accident and how he lied about going to therapy and just how I felt about it. And a lot of callers had a lot of opinions. This is what happened.
Very awkward conversation today, Gary, between you and Artie.
But one you guys knew I've been waiting to have.
Yes, we did know that, but I don't think it went the way anybody expected it to. I mean, Artie made the point to say that lately he felt that you were sort of hard on him, and then you came in and said, well, you felt the opposite way. You felt that Artie was treating you differently ever since that incident where he got your paycheck by mistake.
Right. I did think he was treating me differently, but he said he wasn't. I mean, he answered that really quickly. He looked at me. He's like, Gary, really? Like, he seemed sort of surprised by it. He sort of convinced me, but he's convinced me a lot of things. But I guess, I don't know. He said that it didn't bother him. There's a part of me that will never be sure, but I'll have to take him at that and move ahead. Some of the guys here were saying, like, when I came out, people were like, God, if that were me, you're a better man than me. If, Artie was going around talking about my check, I'd be really pissed. And I said, I've already gotten past that. Like, I was upset for a minute, and I got past it. I was having a bigger issue with the Artie's got something against me thing. I really thought Artie had an axe to grind with me.
Well, both Lisa G and Jason came in to corroborate the fact that Artie, well, not the fact, but that Artie was showing, making jokes about having your check and, hey, you want to see it and stuff like that. Jason, that must have been a weird thing to do.
First of all, I misspoke. I'll just go on record. I was wrong. He did not, to my memory, have to check with him. Okay, I ran in on the air. It was a year and a half ago. I was drunk, so I am sorry for saying that Artie had to check with him. However, I felt bad that Lisa was kind of on her own out there saying that Artie was going around that night talking about Gary's paycheck, and Artie was denying it because it just simply wasn't true. And I love Artie, and I hope he doesn't hold this against me for the rest of his life, but I'm just sorry. It wasn't true. He was talking about it that night. He was talking about it to a lot of people, and I know it really bothered Gary at the time anyway.
It did.
So
I mean,
that was it. So I said, I said what I said, and I'm sorry that I implied that he had to check with him, and that's that, and I'll deal with any repercussions that come with that.
But there's been this overall uneasiness between you guys, it sounds like, but you both came at it from different perspectives. Like Artie thought this one thing and you thought the other.
Well, he thinks I'm pissed at him, and I think he's pissed at me. And Artie was right. That whole thing about the, me tagging along, when I first heard that theory about how I'm riding Artie's coattails, it really bothered me because I would never want to do that. Artie does his own thing, and I could do my own thing, and I don't need to ride his coattails. And and then it came out, and then Artie started joking about it, and that made me wonder. But then Howard did it today, and he goes, "Well, that's not what I heard, Artie. I heard it's true." And it doesn't seem like a joke when Howard says it. And then people around here have sort of come to me and go, "I don't know. I've heard this. I've heard that."
It's been illustrated on the air why Artie may be mad at you, whether or not it's true or not. But where was it coming from where Artie thought you were mad at him? Like, I don't know what that was coming from.
I think he just senses an attitude change, and he's not wrong. I have changed my attitude a little bit because I'm more defensive because I think Artie doesn't like me, or I thought that.
Now, having that conversation, did it help things at all between the two of you, or is it more status quo?
It probably helped things a little bit. The truth is, in any other environment, we probably should sit down at some point for lunch or just go to a room when nobody's listening and really put the cards on the table and get past it. But that's never going to happen.
Now, Howard sort of let that conversation go and didn't really pipe in one way or the other. Where do you think he stands on all this?
On what?
Between you, I mean, he said, we're here for Artie if he needs help, but he didn't really weigh in on, why you're angry, why Artie's angry. Where do you think he stands on all this?
Well, I don't think, we sort of both said it. It wasn't really an argument, and so, of course, Howard immediately loses interest. It wasn't a real fight or anything like that. Artie made his point. I thought he had my back on the whole, hey, why do you make it seem like we're such, we're gay for caring about you? That I thought he had my back on.
Well, he tried to make light of the situation. Hit number 2, Ted. Here's a little bit of Gary and Artie.
There's a part of me that does believe that, once that thing was planted in my head about me piggybacking on you,
I know, dude.
I start to wonder. And and listen, you didn't help if I'm making a joke every day before we went to
make jokes. I can't sit here and just
He can't be nice to you.
I got you.
It's like Ralph calls up the wrap-up show and goes, "Oh, now you're going to make jokes." What the fuck am I here for? I'm not here to get analyzed by people. I make jokes. I'm Artie the Joke Man.
Are you making jokes now?
Artie the Joke Man.
Well, tell a fucking joke already.
Part of the reason you were upset, and I could be wrong, so that's why I'm asking you. The timeline, before the pizza party, when Artie talked about the check, how'd you talk to Artie about the check? Like, had he called you and said, "Hey, I got your check"?
No. What happened?
I thought you had asked him not to talk about it, and then he talked about it anyway.
No. What happened was, we sit down at the party, and Artie's, got a couple in him, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, Gary, I got to tell you what happened today." And he says, "The wackiest thing happened. I got your check." And then he started sort of talking openly in a booth with people about, how much my check might be, which is my personal business. And I was like, "Artie, I'd rather, I really don't want you doing that." And he to his credit, he sort of saw it as a joke. And when I said something to him, he was like, "Oh," he really saw it for the first time. He was like, "Okay," and I won't do it. And he didn't do it anymore. But I just didn't get to him early enough.
All right, let's go to the phone. Talk to Obi. Obi, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, John and Gary. How you guys doing?
What's up, man?
Hey, I don't ever, well, I shouldn't say ever, but I have to agree with the way Robin is treating Artie, and I think she's the only one treating him the way he should be treated at this point. The guy, he lies constantly, he shits on everybody around him, day in and day out. It just seems like it's always something else with him. Get rid of him. Put his fat ass back out on the docks. He's a fat, bloated, lying junkie, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah, but we don't have to get rid of him. And Robin, you can't tell somebody how to feel. It's one of the things you learn when you get married. You can't tell somebody how to feel. Robin feels the way she feels, and that's how she handles it.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, I can't believe that you feel. I bet you feel similar to the way Robin feels. I mean, you said flat out that the guy you feel betrayed. I mean, you're right. You should feel betrayed.
Well, I felt betrayed that he lied to me about going there while I was defending him. But it's not like he told the lie that affects his job here. It's not like he told me he needed 2 weeks off to go, be with a sick grandmother, and he was in Hawaii. It's mostly about his life. But again, on the show, everything's so intertwined. Your life and work, they're all part of the same thing.
Yeah, I get it, but when you're lying day in and day out, and who knows what to believe? What his books? Who knows if I can believe half the crap in his book now? The guy's credibility is shit. And you say it's to protect his job, but where? How do you know where it stops?
You don't.
The guy's called out how many times? He's openly lied about doing drugs. I mean, then you got a couple callers are going to suck in his dick saying he doesn't make enough money. Well, come on, the guy.
The opinions run the gamut. There's no doubt. There's those people who think that Artie can do no wrong and that he should be able to do whatever he wants, and there are those people who think, on the other side of the spectrum.
Hold on, just a text message update from Artie. Tell Jason I never denied talking about Gary's check at my party. I hated they said I had the check with me, and then he texted me again saying, "Say it, asshole."
Hey, what's up? On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about Secret Santa. Scott, the engineer, of course, was bitching about not getting gifts. I think he was trying to point out the fact that the 3 richest people in the studio are the ones that have decided to end gift giving and start the Secret Santa thing, and he was pissed about it. And check it out.
Vincent in Rhode Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hi, I gotta say, I gotta take Scott's side on this. I mean, the 800-pound gorilla in the room is that Howard, justifiably, is an immensely wealthy man, and he certainly could afford to give out a generous Christmas gift to everyone. And the fact that a couple ingrates grouse, are they going to scuttle it for everyone? That seems to be an overreaction. I mean, he should even just give out cash, and then if a couple idiots say, who cares? He did the right thing. I don't understand. What's so difficult about that?
If he gave out cash, it would be 100 times worse, don't you think?
Yes.
Because then everybody would just be comparing checks. At least, if somebody gets a TV and somebody gets a DVD player, you can guess at the difference. But when you start giving out cold, hard cash, how much
why
did you get?
Why is it he gives her the same? Well, the way you solve that is you give everyone exactly the same amount, $500 to everyone.
But he was giving everybody the same exact gift. I think last year it was all iPods, and the year before, and this is where he got really upset, or not last year, but the year before. But the year before that, he gave everybody the stilettos. That's right. And everybody assumed that Howard got them all for free. And he didn't. He had to pay full price for them.
Well, I mean, Gary, first of all, not everybody thought that. But second of all, is that a huge leap to make that the company that Howard practically owns, he gave away the stiletto? I mean, that's not for some people to think that, and it wasn't me, certainly. I love my stiletto. But, I mean, it's not like a crazy thing to think.
No, but what he's saying is he paid, full price for them, and he bought everyone a gift, and then everyone accused him of being cheap.
I'm just saying maybe he shouldn't have been surprised that people thought that. But, sir, to go back to your point, I think if Scott got $500 from Howard, and then I don't know, maybe Steve Brandano got $500 from Howard.
What the fuck is that?
And Ryan from the tapes team got $500 from Howard. I think you would still be angry because even what the fuck? I've been here 30 years.
Of course he would be.
No, why would I be angry?
Yeah, of course.
Dave in Ontario, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hi, Dave.
I was listening to you guys talk about, what Howard got for you guys for Christmas. What did you guys get? What have you guys been getting Howard for Christmas? I didn't hear any discussion on that at all. Did anybody even think of getting him something?
This year?
Like Ronnie, for instance.
Well, hold on, Dave. You're talking about what gifts we're going to get him this year?
Well, yeah, I know you don't want to talk about it. But
No, but
all this historically, Howard got us all iPods. Well, last year I got Howard what? Would you get him? Would you guys get him anything?
Yeah. Every year we get him something.
I got him something.
What?
Wait, all you have to do is go back and listen to past shows. We did it all on the air.
Now, are you talking about last year specifically, Dave? Or?
Well, last year, this year, are you guys getting them something nice? I know a couple. You got to think about it. I just don't hear any discussion of it. And
what do you get?
Is it a one-sided thing? Is it a one-sided thing?
Dude, Howard doesn't want to exchange gifts. He doesn't want anybody to give him anything. He doesn't want to give anybody anything. So that ends the discussion.
What do you get? First of all, what do you get a guy that has everything? You make a donation to his favorite charity.
But that's
if you are getting him something.
something.
No, you can buy him a gift. I've
got him gifts too. But
listen, I've got his birthday gift sitting at my house. I bought it 2 months ago. It just was something that I knew he'd want.
Right.
But you know, you have to dig around during the year. But Howard, the whole point of this Secret Santa thing is to not exchange gifts with people.
Right.
So, Dave, are you saying the people who are bitching about not getting anything from Howard should be the ones? You know, what are they
well,
giving?
I
Is
just
that your
wonder.
question?
You know, I just hear a lot of the. You know, he got you something. He didn't get me something. What did he get you? What did he get? It's like, okay, you know what? Like it just sounds a lot. It sounds like a lot of one-sided whining to me.
Well, it's not
some of you, not all of you, not all of you.
So who are you referring to?
who?
I just, Ronnie. What did Ronnie get him?
Well, when?
Wait a minute.
What'd
Did
you
you?
get him?
Wait a
What'd you get him
minute.
this-
Hold on a
what'd you get him
second.
last year,
Hold
Ronnie?
on. What did you? First of all, when did you ever hear me bitching about anything that Howard gave me?
Well, generally speaking, Ronnie, you do a lot of.
No, I
bitching
never
and-
bitched
but
about
I mean,
anything.
But
These are-
I just didn't
Dude,
hear like,
all I
last
can
year
tell
got
you.
Howard a
Listen,
nice book.
hey,
Last year
listen
I
to
got-
me. He is to me. All right, he's the most generous person to me that you ever want to meet. Okay, so you never heard me complain shit about it. What he ever got me.
No,
okay?
You're right.
So calm down.
I'm not calm.
All right, and
You
what did I
wanna
get?
talk calm?
I made a donation to his charity last year. Okay, is that are you happy with that?
Oh well, no, I'm thrilled, Ronnie. I'm thrilled.
Good. I'm glad.
Scott, just ask, guys. You don't have to get offended.
I'm not getting offended.
Scott, how about you?
I've always, as long as we've done it, gotten Howard a gift. I've gotten everybody on the staff a gift until last year when Howard said, Secret Santa, you give a gift to one person, you get a gift from one person. Right. That's what we do. Howard decides what he wants done, and this is what he wants done.
And actually, the year before, I remember Scott got a very favorable review. I forgot what he got Howard. It was a bowl, or it was something nice, but Howard liked it. The only thing Scott gets nice gifts. The only thing we've ever goofed on Scott about was one year, all of our gifts reeked of smoke.
Yeah.
Like how could a crystal bowl smell like smoke? But it did. And then Scott got something that was made of cloth, and it just reeked of smoke.
Is that your flavoring or?
It's the flavoring I used to use, yes. I don't use that anymore.
That's his mambo.
Yeah, right. Benji, how do you deal with the Howard gift situation?
Listen, I totally, like I said, I think it's very nice if someone wants to give a gift. If they don't, I don't think it's a big deal. So you mean getting him stuff?
Yeah.
I got him one year a hockey shirt. And like,
he wears it every day, right?
No, I think he said it was horrible. I got it. It was from BU. I got a hockey shirt, I think with his student radio station letters on it, and I asked Ralph. He said, "Get it red, get it in red or something like that."
Hey, by the way, I want to take this opportunity to talk about something. Last summer,
and I got a black kid.
The last summer, that was great. By the way, the black kid. Last summer, I was out at Howard's house, and we were in the pool, and we started laughing. He goes, "I got to tell you something." He goes, "You know how I beat the shit out of you on the air about that crappy Christmas gift you gave me, the kit that had like nail trimmers and nose trimmers and all that stuff?" He goes, "I've had that sitting around for 10 years. He goes, "I opened up the other day." He goes, "It's fucking great." He goes, "I love that thing." He goes, "I use everything." And he goes, so he never even opened it up. He just looked at it. So I want everyone to know that.
JD, how about you?
I've given him a couple shirts, and he said he liked them, but he could have been just being nice. I don't know.
And you've got Artie for Secret Santa, right?
Yes.
And have you gotten any more calls from Artie's mom?
No,
suggestions?
I did get a suggestion from somebody. Actually, I was going to talk to Gary about it, but to see if Artie would even want it. But
All right,
I don't know. It's a whole
How old
thing.
is
Heroin?
she?
No.
A map of Delaware.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we talked about what Howard said about being gone in 2 years and what everybody's going to do. Everybody's nervous, obviously. We all want him to stay on so we can keep our jobs, and it'd be sort of strange not having Howard in the morning, but it's a reality for us, and we all theorized about what would happen if, in fact, he decided to hang it up in 2 years.
We should start off with something Howard said in the beginning of the show, which was a quick, not a throwaway, but just, quick statement, which had everybody here a little bit rocked, I'd say, and that's Howard not declaring, but theorizing, I guess. I don't know what the right word is, but he said in 2 years he thinks he's done.
Yeah, today was the first time that he's hinted at it for a long time. Even when I talked to him off the air, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. What if I work one day a week? But today was the first time he seemed to really be serious about I don't need to do this anymore.
Were you surprised?
No, but it's weird. It's one of those things that I've been preparing for a long time, and I've even been preparing for it. I'm always meeting with people, just getting ready for the next phase of whatever my career is going to be. But when you hear him say it, it still sort of hits you.
Did it surprise you, Benji?
No, I mean I have obviously haven't been here as long as Gary, but he always says he's going to quit. So that's what I expect Howard to say.
This was different though. This I don't know if I'm coming back. This was a little bit more. Well, first of all, you just because of what's printed in the paper, financial records, that it's true that he doesn't have to. He does not have to work anymore.
Well, and I 100% know that, and I believe Howard doesn't know at this point. I believe he's truly undecided at this point. Well, I also believe he's being honest when he says, I expect to quit. I think he's being honest.
But a lot can happen in 2 years.
Right. But I said to him, when this has come up in the air before, I'd be like, is this just the way you feel today and it could change, or is this how you feel? And he goes, no, this is pretty much how I feel. Usually when I ask him that question, he would say, I don't know, I could change my mind tomorrow. But that wasn't the case today.
Now, how did everybody react? I mean, you went in there and sort of said your piece, but did anybody else's reaction surprise you?
Now, we're all sort of like, I don't think we're at the point where anybody's surprised. Like I said, we all sort of know it's a possibility, and we all talk about preparing for it.
Now, what would really make it different is if we knew for sure.
Yeah, right. What I wanted to ask him today, and I didn't want to press him on it, I almost asked him off the air, but I'm curious what he considers to be a good amount of time to let us know the answer. In other words, is he going to let me know 6 months before?
How much notice you're getting?
Right, how much notice he's going to give us so that we can start doing what we're going to do. Or, when will he tell us?
A few people were theorizing that Howard, is it in his personality to retire? Like, could he actually stop doing the show? I know after some vacations he comes back and he's like, I miss just getting on the radio at 6 a.m. and doing the show. And I know how happy he is with Beth, and they want to sort of explore their life together, although they've been together for a very long time. But do you think it's in his personality? Do you think he could just stop doing radio?
I didn't used to think it was in his personality. He would come back, with such a verve to be on the radio. And I'm not saying that he's not putting it all out there, but I don't know that the same. I think he could live without it. I was more interested to find out that if he stops doing this, he'll stop doing everything. Because even in past years, he's like, listen, even if I stop doing the radio show, I might set up a production office, I might do this. He's not going to do anything. That was what I found more surprising. And I don't know, if he could live with that. Could he just go on a boat like Johnny Carson did? Johnny Carson just lived his days out, and when people wanted interviews, he just wouldn't do them. Or will he be one of those guys that starts showing up on shows because he needs the attention?
What's your gut on that?
I see him sailing away on a boat. I think he's seen it and done it.
Okay, Benji.
I don't know. It's possible a boat, or it might be a cabin. I'm not.
You know what we mean. We're just talking.
Like Gary said, like when he said this time that he's always said like, hey, I can direct movies. Maybe I could do this, which he could, but he doesn't sound like he has a desire. He says like, this is the best. This is the thing I enjoy the most. That makes me think more that he'll definitely keep his hand somewhere in this kind of format.
Gotcha. Let's go to the phones. Tony in Hoboken, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. I just want to ask Gary, if it does come to that and Howard, doesn't re-up, would he ever consider working as producer for like a douchebag like Jay Leno?
I've said a million times that my biggest fear is, first of all, I don't know that I'm qualified to be Jay Leno's producer. I think in my mind I am, but I don't have that much TV experience. But I've always said my worst nightmare is that when this period of time comes, that I have to take what's available to me. And, if I'm out of work for 3 months and Jay Leno's interested in having me be his producer, I'd probably do it. Because that's, you got to take, if there's no other jobs available and that job's available, how could you turn down a job like that?
Let's go to Rob in New York. Rob, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, Gary, if the show does end in 2 years, can you retire?
No. Not even not even close.
So, and Fred mentioned the same thing himself. So, is it fair to say that would Howard be mad if you were out putting yourself out there looking for other employment? Because if he's not paying your bills in 2 years, I don't see how he can be upset if you're out there looking for something else. If you can't retire in 2 years, you should be looking for something else right now.
Well, in some ways, I'm always looking, in the sense that I talk to people, and we always talk that I'll be done in 2 years. But I have to be honest with you, I don't want to leave here till it's done. I just don't. I don't want to leave here till it's done.
And Rob, I mean, people in the industry are fully aware of what's going on with this show. So if Howard does make that declaration, they'll know sort of by default that Gary is available if they wanted to pursue him.
Yeah, but he gets mad when if Stutter and John leaves. Under those circumstances, a little weird. You can see it still irks Howard a little bit. Now Billy West, he leaves. Now these guys are just trying to take care of their families. If Howard does make this $500 million or whatever it is, a ridiculous number, for as long as you and Fred have been with him, if he takes 10 of that and gives you 5, Fred 5, you could probably retire. And that's
well, he should give Jason Will to give $1 million to Jason, $1 million to Will.
No.
$500,000 to John because he hasn't been here as long.
Listen, you could defend them all you want, Gary. He's your
but
boss
you can't
right
tell
now.
somebody how to spend their money.
When it's all over.
If I didn't want to be here, I wouldn't be here.
That's
so
not what I'm saying.
I don't expect Howard to fund me for the rest of my life. I made the deals that I made. I'm happy with what I have, and I can move on when I want to. You seem to have an issue with it.
We should also get to fuck Beth every once in a while.
If Jay Leno came knocking right now with a guarantee for 5 years or 10 years of employment at a serious, yearly rate, would you take it?
I would, of course, seriously consider it. When you say Howard got mad at John for leaving, Howard didn't get mad at John for leaving. Howard got mad at the way John left. I think we all agreed that we probably could not have paid John what he got, and we would have said, listen, we can't match that. You go do that. It was that John never gave anybody that opportunity. John made his deal and left before anybody could do anything about it, and we thought that for the amount of time that he'd work with us, he should have there was a way to do it where he could have ended up where he was, and everyone would have been happy.
Well, Rob asks an interesting question in a roundabout way, but Leno's got this new show, 10 o'clock, for whatever reason. He wants, a different producer, and he contacts you. How do you handle something like that at this point?
Listen, Howard would be the first person to say that everybody has to explore everything that's brought to him. He does that too. So, of course, if he came knocking, I would listen to what he had to say. You're talking about a million different things. Do I want to move to Los Angeles? Is it guaranteed for X amount of years? But if he said, I've got a 5-year guaranteed contract for X amount of dollars and the money was worth it, I'd probably go to Howard and say, I got a pretty good opportunity here. Are you staying or leaving? And if he says, I don't know, I'd say I'd have to take it. If he says I'm staying, I'd probably be less inclined to take it.
And the big difference there with Stuttering John is that you would go to Howard to discuss it before anything was done.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, of course, no, I talked to them a little bit, but I'd see what they were offering.
Benji, how about you if a writing gig like that came along?
I like Gary says, first of all, we have such a great environment here. It's hard to see, like, it's hard to imagine like a more fun environment.
Can I jump on that? Okay, look, Benji. We love Benji to death. He dresses the way he wants when he comes in. He sort of has there's rules, but in a way there's no rules. So if Benji goes to work on a more structured show, it's going to be different. You're going to be asked.
I can't imagine unless I have as much independence as I do here, like not working for myself. We have a lot of independence.
So what would you do for yourself? You mean be a freelance writer?
Develop something. I don't know.
Then we'll get to Lisa G.
Hey, can you guys not have Counting Crows on?
Why?
Because they're boring.
No, they're good. They're good, the Counting Crows. They'll be good.
It's not going to be, I know.
You don't know that.
I know it.
Give it a shot. If it's not good, you turn it off.
I've heard them on in the past, and they just weren't interesting.
Today's the day they're going to be really interesting.
Today's the day?
I've been reading about Adam. He says he's on depressant pills, some kind of antidepressant.
He's trying to get depressed, is what you're saying.
No, he is depressed, and he's trying to get undepressed.
Antidepressant pills.
Antidepressant pills, not depressant pills. I'm wrong about that. That's always interesting. What's he got to be depressed about? Let's find out.
Yeah, his life isn't going well.
So what are you guys going to do? What are you doing down here today?
Promoting our new record called, what is it?
Zoso.
No, that's not it.
It's actually just called, it's untitled. It's untitled.
It's the
Led Zeppelin album, the White Album.
The white.
No, but it's not white.
I think it's going to sell
Street
big.
Survivors.
I think
it's
it's
called
going to
Street Survivors.
We took the flames out. Though.
No, what's the one? Second Helping. No.
Street Survivors was the
What
last
album
one.
has that? Our big hit, Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, Second Helping.
Second Helping. Second Helping.
Yeah, it's called Second
Helping, but it's or Untitled.
So you guys are here to promote an album.
Nah, I'm just here to talk to Howard.
What are you going to talk to him about?
You don't have any choice. We talk to Howard about.
I think
Howard wants to talk
what Howard wants to talk about, you talk about.
So you guys are game for anything, right?
I think we'll talk about something embarrassing in my personal life, and there's no real way around it, is there?
No, not really.
Nah, so
why ask the question?
Why walk in ashamed? You know,
True.
Be the ball.
Own
just
the ball.
one though. Just one. Own the ball. Be the ball. We're not going to talk about an album. It's too serious for this situation.
For serious radio.
My album's about disintegration, and it's devastating and personal and difficult. It's actually hard for me to talk about.
Yeah, you don't talk about it usually.
I can't.
We can't talk about it. Yeah, but whatever we do, don't talk about the record. This is what happens.
The Counting Crows are here, and they're tuning up, and the tune-up sounds good. I like the tune-up. I like jam sessions. I like to hear the band tuning up. Boys, you want to tune up a little? Or you see, as soon as... It was sounding so good in here.
Yeah?
Oh, there's Adam. What is that, a bunny outfit?
Oh, my goodness. What is that?
What happened to you? You lost your mind.
It happened a long time ago.
Hey, Adam.
I don't understand.
The Counting Crows are Adam Duritz, who's wearing a giant bunny outfit with bunny ears.
And can't get his headphones on as a result.
Yeah, you're
He's
ruining
really
your look.
Working it.
You sure you're a rock star? I mean, you can't wear something. Bruce Springsteen wouldn't wear that.
You don't like the bunny outfit?
I do like it. What does it
I don't
signify?
feel like people take me seriously enough. So I thought I should wear a full-length bunny outfit.
You look good. Adam recently...
I feel like a bunny.
Adam works out in my gym.
I was going to say, Adam's in shape.
He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys now who thinks he's like super skinny. He takes his shirt off wherever he can.
Oh, really? Is he Mr.
I put my bunny outfit on whenever I can.
Tank top at this point?
He wears a tank top. Oh, yeah. Tell everyone how you lost the weight. I find this fascinating.
Vomit and cocaine.
No. Besides the cocaine, how did you lose the weight?
Pat Menachia.
Yes, but
they called the Pat Menachia Pat.
But didn't you go
nutritional plan at La Palestra? I worked out hard, did my circuit classes with everybody,
and you went on a cookie diet.
No, just Pat. Pat.
You went on a cookie diet.
I give all the credit to Pat.
Come on, tell everyone what that happened.
I give all the credit to Pat and the La Palestra nutritional plan, or else he'll fucking kill me.
He went on a cookie diet. He
How
really
would you
did.
lose weight eating cookies?
I don't know.
I've
Don't
eaten
ask
cookies
me.
my entire life. I never lost any weight.
He told me about it. It's called.
Pat, I'm down for you. Howard is stabbing you in the back right now.
I'm not.
If you're out there listening.
No, you're working out and you're doing well, but you also went on a cookie dough diet.
Cookie dough?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
He wouldn't even cook the cookies. He would eat raw cookie
He
dough?
would eat raw cookie dough all day. But
People of America, do you buy this? No. Trust the man in the bunny outfit.
You have a new album out. The Counting Crows are on tour. You're going out on tour with Maroon 5. How do you guys decide? Like, are you the headliner or is Maroon 5 the headliner? How do you work all that out? The ego
We're
thing?
flipping every night.
Oh, really? Is that how it's done?
One night we're on top, the other night they're on top.
So you're a top one night and the next night you're a bottom.
It really is very erotic.
What, I had that guy on from Maroon 5, Adam Levine. Nice guy, right?
He's a nice guy.
I liked him, actually. I thought he was going to be an asshole. He turned out to be a nice guy.
No, he's a good guy. They opened for us a long when we were doing that tour with Mayor.
How does the tour come about? Who pairs you up?
We talked about it together. Managers and me and Adam talked about it.
You did? You know him personally?
Yeah, because we toured together 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Okay. How is the record business... I'm being serious now, okay, for a second. Don't call me a jerk off. I don't understand now how in the record business is in shambles. I believe in the old days you'd put out a record, and you know as well as I do, you'd sell albums. That was the way people got there. They'd go to a music store. The music stores are gone. There was just a report that Walmart's forcing the record business to sell the CDs for $9. I guess do you make an album and then what? People download it from iTunes now? How is it distributed?
We've been trying to make them sell it for $9 forever.
Yeah, I know. You've always been for lower prices.
It to be cheaper.
Okay, but how do you make money in the record business now with a record?
People will buy records.
Where?
Online, in record stores. You have to just remind them that you're not a fucking asshole.
Right, but you have to. But where do you even get? It's harder to get your music even played, right?
Well, we just before the album, we pulled the album because I wanted to insist that they let us do this free digital 45, so we could take one song from each side of the record and put it out free on the internet. And we sent it out to every blog, every webzine, everyone we could possibly get to give it to. We gave the 2 free songs to.
But you understand the record company's position. You guys will get your music.
They're furious. They didn't want us to do it.
Well, of course, because you get paid from touring. They want to get paid for selling albums. If you give it away for free, what's the point to them?
The more popular we are touring, the more people will buy records. Look,
is that true?
Well,
if you give it away
if you
for
want
free,
to stay alive in this business, you better do something to make yourself popular.
That's right. That's
Otherwise,
true.
we'll just be the only ones surviving.
Your new album just got I think a 3.5-star review in Rolling Stone. I read it. I don't know if it was 3 stars or 3.5. That's pretty good, right? I mean, that's 3 out of 4, 3.5 out of 4. That's classic. That's quite an accolade.
It was a little derisive, I would say.
Did you think so? Oh yeah. It was
dismissive.
It was a little dismissive, but they loved the record.
Well, the guy they wrote a really good review, the profile of us.
They said you whine too much.
They did say I whine too much.
Do you whine too much?
I whine just enough. I'm like Mama Bear.
Or is he depressed? Baby Bear? Is he depressed?
Is Papa Bear whine not at all, and Mama Bear whines?
Mama Bear, you're right.
Mama Bear just whines just enough.
I was worried about you when I read that.
I don't whine. I'm just complaining.
I know, but I worry about you. I really honestly
I worry about me too. Like nobody's business.
What's going on? I read interview after interview that you went on antidepressants. That's why you gained weight.
I didn't go on antidepressants.
You did.
I didn't say antidepressants.
Here's what it says.
I said a fruit salad of medication.
Why were you on? Why most people
now?
I said a fruit salad of medication.
Here's what you said.
But Adam, most people are going to say, okay.
I didn't say I was depressed. I said I was insane. It's an entirely different thing.
You're a great songwriter. You're the lead singer of the Counting Crows, a very popular band. You got some good mates here. They all enjoy you. They're your comrades. You have a fantastic love life. You've fucked some of the greatest girls in the business. And why are you so depressed? What's going on here? Explain it to me. Honestly, I don't understand. Don't make a joke.
I don't know where to buy a Sybian.
No, come on. Be honest, Adam.
I'm fucking crazy.
Are you crazy?
I don't know why I'm crazy.
But are you crazy? Are you being a crazy rock star or are you just crazy?
No, I am, yeah.
You're crazy. Guys, do you think he's crazy? Your lead singer is crazy?
I can either confirm or deny that comment.
Is he hard?
Please.
Adam, you threatened to leave the band recently. You did before.
Didn't threaten to leave
yes,
the band,
you did. At one point, you did.
No,
I'm going to tell you something.
How do you know?
I'll tell you how I know. I got a quote from Adam. You said, I'd considered leaving the band. The writing got affected by the fact that I just hated the whole life. It's just like I'm tired of the record business. I was so tired of radio and the press and the degrading aspects of being famous. So just like I went and was thinking about walking out. What is degrading about this business, about being famous?
That's just something I said, and just because it's true doesn't mean I said it.
But what is
you're acting as if a quote is actually something I.
What is degrading about being famous? Seriously.
Look, I was just been, I was kind of going loopy, and I just really wasn't doing very well doing that. This thing makes the world seem a little hallucinatory, and when you're in a hotel room, that's really not the best place to be for that.
When you say this thing makes the world hallucinatory, do you mean being on?
I feel like I'm like a bunny sometimes.
No, but being in a rock band makes
no, like being in. I mean, my head makes things seem like a hallucination, and when you're like in a hotel room in Perth, it's really.
Did you have a tough childhood? Do you think from childhood? Do you think you were depressed and crazy?
Not depressed, although
you were on
antidepressants. Seemed like you're on a constant acid trip will make you sad.
What was the cocktail you were on?
I'm on a fruit salad of medication.
What does that mean? What are we on?
I took 20 pills this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a rundown. What'd you take? I bet you Artie's got you beat.
No. I'm not giving you a rundown of the pills.
He does seem happier. It seems to be working.
Well, I can't hear you now, Rob. I'm sorry.
Do you take Subutex?
And you better not stab me in the back this time. Last time you said he made you do it because when his friends are on the air, you get the job. I don't want to hear that again from you today.
Do you take Subutex?
What?
Do you take Subutex?
No.
Subutex?
Yeah, are you on that?
I've never even heard of that.
Do you take Advil?
Advil?
Yes,
I take Advil right now. I got those knees,
What kind of drugs is he on, boys? What do you know about this? You guys can't even. Oh boy, are you afraid, huh? Gee whiz.
You bet.
Well, you're right. Keep the band together. You guys got a good thing going. Absolutely.
Is it like Richard Lewis, who has a champagne problem?
Do you drink?
Absolutely, I drink.
You do.
It's fun.
Do you abuse alcohol?
No, Are we talking about sort of self-abuse?
Yeah.
I practiced some self-abuse last night, but with alcohol.
But you consider yourself bad with women or good with women? You're down on the whole female.
I'm getting better.
You're getting better.
I'm getting a lot better.
What was wrong?
What was wrong with your relationships with women?
I was crazy.
And what does that entail, being crazy? I don't
Are you
understand.
jealous?
The world
Are
seems
you
like it's a little
possessive?
hallucinatory. You don't,
What does that mean?
You're not even letting me hear you now, Robin. Your voice,
are you
so
schizo-
intent on
Robin's
you not stabbing
asking
me in the back. That
Robin's
he's turned you off in my headphones. You don't even exist in my life right now.
Adam,
I
are
don't want
you
you in my life?
When you say crazy, are you schizophrenic? Are you bipolar?
No.
Are you?
The world seems like a hallucination.
What does that mean?
It means like you ever. I don't want to ask you in the air. You ever taken acid?
Yes.
It seems like that all the time.
Wow.
Really?
You're that fucked up.
It's a little. No, but I could deal with it now.
To me, I did acid. It's what got me off drugs. I overdosed.
Yeah, me too. That's
I
why I
overdosed.
quit doing drugs.
I took 4 hits of acid one night. It's called blotter acid. I didn't understand the dosage. It's a 4-way hit, and I took 4 hits, and I saw things I don't think any human being should ever see. And I was really afraid I'd lost my mind because I didn't know if I could come back to reality.
Right. You were so happy to come back.
And I came back. I said, "Thank you, God." And I only took acid one more time.
Oh, you're an asshole.
2001: A Space Odyssey came out. I had to see it.
Just to be clear about the whole
Had to see
thing.
it fucked
But I
up.
took the right dosage.
Acid. I quit doing recreational drugs because of that.
Really?
But it doesn't seem to have mattered, really.
And you're saying that your particular, if you want to call it an affliction, is that you kind of feel like you're hallucinating all the time, or you are hallucinating and you're not sure what's real and what's fake.
Well, it seems like that. It feels that way all the time. That'll kind of wear you down after a while.
Absolutely.
But I can deal with it now. I used to be scary. Now I just can deal with it.
I had no idea you were that. I just thought you were like, oh, I'm depressed. Yeah, right. I didn't realize it was that severe.
Well, I didn't tell everybody then.
That's like a beautiful mind. I mean, that's like, wow.
Did you have a friend who was talking to you?
Yeah, did you ever have a friend who talked to you?
I had this rabbit.
Really? Really?
No, the rabbit is me.
I had no idea. I've hung out with Adam a couple of times.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
No, he
Now, why
seemed
don't I get to hear
perfectly
Robin at all?
normal, right?
Why is it, Scott, at some point, why is Adam
Robin?
not hearing Robin? Would you address that?
You guys hear Robin?
I hear him.
In your headphones?
Maybe, Adam, you just don't know.
Maybe he's tuned you out like your
Yeah.
boyfriend with those long stories.
Hey, take it easy over there.
Howard
Gotcha.
Company. I see.
All right, now you got it.
All right.
Am I there now? Am I
Yeah,
in your
you are.
head?
Thank you. Welcome back.
Adam, I had no idea.
I'd like to welcome you to the Howard Stern Show.
I had no idea.
Well, I don't want to tell anybody. These guys knew, but
Wow. So he came to you and said, look, I'm in big trouble. I don't know what's reality and what is fantasy.
Do you really have a band? Maybe you just see these guys.
Hey, Adam, what's the word? Seriously. Adam, what's the worst of it? Honestly.
As messed up as it was, I still went on tour for 12 years.
Yeah,
Right.
you did.
Wow, I had no idea you
Balls
were.
of steel.
I'm not hanging out with you anymore. I had no idea.
I bought them. They're called Benoit something. I don't know, but they're steel, and I can do that thing. There's 4 of them, so they can do that clack 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 back and forth thing.
Adam, remember when we were in California at the hot chick party?
Yeah.
Was it happening back then too?
Yeah, it's 25 years sort of decline.
Wow.
This is getting worse and worse.
It was getting worse.
It got a lot better when I moved to New York, actually, for a while.
Did you ever think it was because of the LSD?
Well, I think the LSD taught my mind a very interesting way to recreate it. I think that was a bad lesson to have learned.
I think you could do enough drugs where you start to, your mind gets so fucked up that you can't recover
Sure,
from
you
it.
can't rejumble.
That could be it.
I tried when I was younger to
no
do enough to ruin it, right?
Well,
I had
thought
no
it was
idea.
just fun at the time. It just stopped being.
Now, I read you moved a woman into your home, not a sexual thing. 21-year-old girl, she lives with you. She was. Is this true?
Emily?
Is that who you moved in with you?
Yeah.
But she's not your girlfriend.
No, and Tom. And Gardner lives there, too.
Oh, he does? In your house?
But Emily went out to California because Tom's training her to work at his fund right now.
You moved a 21-year-old girl into your house, but no sex, just strictly
I'd
she
known
was
her from college, and her mother had passed away, and she needed to get out of California, and she wanted to study for law school, and I said, why
So
don't
it
you
was
just
a
come
kind
to
of
New York?
fatherly thing?
Fatherly? I'm not that old.
Not that old.
No, but I'm saying
Call it a
you
slightly
weren't.
older, lecherous brother thing.
Oh, okay.
But you didn't want her
I call it
sexual.
fatherly. I have not read a G-rated life, but I don't want to get into it being fatherly. She's a very nice, wonderful person, and that's why she's out in Laguna, working. Tom's training her to.
I see.
She's a very, very intelligent, smart girl. Very smart, I don't know, 3.8 at Berkeley.
Oh, so your
She
penis
played
still
Division
works.
I soccer.
So your
there, yeah.
penis still
Your
works.
penis still works, though, right? Because when you're on a lot of medications, it can stop working.
Or take long time.
It would take a long time to get it
Why
up.
do you think I wear this bunny outfit? This is a metaphor.
Here's what
I'm
I've got
a
on you.
walking costume metaphor right now.
Comment on some of these women. Says here you dated actresses following women. This is a new list. This is not the Courtney Cox, Jennifer
You've
Aniston
updated the list?
Oh, it's a new list.
It's a new list. Monica Potter. True?
Oh, what do you want me to say?
Yes or no?
Wrote a great song, Mrs. Potter's Lullaby.
So?
Great song.
That's a true thing?
It's a fantastic song.
Mary Louise Parker.
Mary Louise is my best friend. I've known her for 25 years.
She's not a lover.
No, she's my best friend. I've known her. She did a play at Berkeley Rep when I was in my first band. She did Prelude to a Kiss that came to Broadway. And
So she's not a lover?
No, she's like my best friend in the world.
Samantha Mathis, who's that?
Another actress, right?
You got her?
She's one of my best friends.
Friend or lover?
She's one of my best friends.
You lying now? What are you doing? Don't clam up on me.
Best friends. I've known her since I moved to L.A.
Lindsay Lohan. Did you bang her?
Lindsay Lohan?
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope. I'm not kidding you. Did you hang with her?
I have met her.
Uh-huh.
Where'd you get that one?
I got it right here.
I once
on
walked
the newspaper.
I once walked up to her and introduced her to a friend of mine. That's
But you
the
do
most
not-
interaction I've had with her.
So you know her.
I walked up to her in a club. A friend of mine said, "Wow, Lindsay Lohan, I'd love to meet her." I walked up to her and I said, "Hey, I'm Adam from Counting Crows. My friend wants to meet you," and I introduced him.
Mandy
And
Moore.
I walked off. Well, she did a movie with Mary Louise, so I knew her. I was
Never
helping her
banged
learn
her.
to write songs. No, Mandy's like, well, how old is Mandy? No, of course not.
You tell me you're making love to her.
I am not making love to her.
What about
this?
this?
is like a giant merkin. There's actually no front hole. This stupid bunny outfit doesn't have a hole in the front.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman? I've never even met Nicole Kidman.
Winona Ryder.
No, God, no.
No, really?
That was all over the papers 2 weeks ago. No, God, no. A friend of mine did date her.
Playboy model and TV star Trishelle Canatella.
No, but we wrote each other on MySpace. I had coffee with her once.
But no, you weren't interested in her romantic.
No, she's a funny girl, though.
All right. Ivanka Trump.
I know Ivanka really well, yeah.
You want her. If she said
Come
to you,
on, who doesn't
Adam,
want Ivanka?
But do you want her?
Smart, went to Penn, nice, incredibly hot, and let's face it, I could retire.
Right.
that girl.
Could you boys retire now? I mean, have you made enough money in Counting Crows?
If I settled down with Ivanka, we could all retire.
Right. The whole band would retire. The whole band could marry
We
her.
could sit at home, make music, masturbate all day long.
So you'd be interested in her, but
She's another close friend of mine. I met her when I first moved to New York. That is a wonderful girl.
you hung out with Terry Hatcher. What happened there? Why didn't you close that deal? Or you did?
You got to ask Gardner about that, not me.
Well,
I never dated Terry Hatcher.
You hung out with her for a whole weekend. I heard the stories.
At Gardner's house.
Okay, and what happened? You're the rock star. You didn't bed that thing?
I did not.
Nothing.
She had her kid with her. It's very nice. We met her at the Tigers benefit. She was in Laguna the next
So
weekend.
nothing
and we all
happened.
hung out at Tom's house.
Are you tied to the Olsen twins at all? Mary Kate and Ashley
Oh,
Olsen.
absolutely,
You are.
absolutely,
You are friends with them.
Oh no, them.
You gave it to them.
No,
Okay.
no.
Good. How was that?
My goddaughter's, godmother is Lori Loughlin. So, she was on Full House. So, the whole Full House crew was coming to our gigs from the very beginning. So I've known Mary and Kate since they were infants.
You boys are.
Saget and Laurie and Mary Kate, and Ashley would all come to the gigs.
So are you getting laid at all, or is it all
by Mary Kate and Ashley?
Not them, but are you getting laid by anyone? Are you having fun?
I am dating a fantastic girl right now.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, and she's
young girl. How old? How old is she?
She's 26.
Nice.
She's fantastic.
What's she do?
She is very, very smart.
And does she work?
Yes.
What does she do?
She's an actress.
Oh.
She went to Harvard.
No shit.
Yes.
Nice.
She's smarter than me.
No, there's no one smarter than you. I don't believe it.
I tell you, I'm proving it today on the air.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I will
listen.
tell you this: I have told you nothing but truth today.
Good.
I've not lied to you once.
Well, I got to
That's
tell you,
coming up in a minute.
You could be having a lot more fun.
I could be having a hell of a lot more fun. I'm
boys,
not saying I haven't banged a lot of other people, just none of the ones on your list.
Boys, is he a difficult front man? They say all front men are difficult. Do you guys have a hard time with him?
Careful how you answer.
Used to it.
Used to it. Is it really bad?
It's really bad.
It is.
It's
Well, I'm sorry to hear
My
that.
childhood friend. I've known these two. I've known these two since what 23, 24 years. I've known these two
forever.
And he was a pain even back then.
Of Adam, so.
My very first 45 I ever recorded. My guitar player, in the middle of it, after we finished the first song, joined the Navy.
Wow.
And my piano player brought in his best friend in quotes. Doesn't actually respect him very much, and it was Emmy.
Wow.
He charged me $40 to play on that first song. I knew my dad was paying for it.
I'm having a flash here. Natalie Portman's 26 years old and went to Harvard. Are you dating Natalie Portman?
No.
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 Well, right. That's a good guess. No,
That was a
Robin?
very good guess. I was like,
Wheels are
whoa,
turning.
look at
That's
Howard.
not bad. That's well done. She's Jewish too, right?
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
My mom would be happy, but no.
No, you're not getting her. When you're not on tour, do you spend a lot of time just... I mean, I've read things about you. You've never opened up to me, but do you really spend a lot of time in your apartment just sort of like just wallowing and like kind of just like feeling bad?
I did a while ago. I used to. I mean,
you getting out more now?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I go up to... I got friends here. I see my friends all the time.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, the last month or two I've been buried in work for the record, but this music is really, really...
All right. Well, he's going to kill any kind of real moment.
I'm not here. You don't want to use my
Tell me about the new album. How long did it take you to put this new album together, boys?
Well, time-wise a lot, but only really about 70 days. 70 days of recording. We did 3 25-day stints.
Do you go in and are you a perfectionist? Do you have to record it over and over and over again, or you do it pretty much in one?
Well, yeah, but we don't record from the bottom up. We record all together, and then we perfect some stuff. But we get in a room together and we all play until we get how it should feel, and then we'll perfect things. But
most bands do it in layers. One guy comes in and does the guitar, one guy does the piano, then the vocal. But you do it all in a room together.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do it different ways.
Every song has a different.
Yeah,
right.
Whatever it takes.
Some of the songs on the album, especially on the second side where it's acoustic, it's based a lot on Immy's guitars. So some of those we would just start with me and Immy, just record it like a folk song, and then we add things on. But mostly we play together.
The new album is called Boys, Saturday nights and Sunday mornings, and the single is You Can't Count on Me, and the tour is going on with Maroon 5, kicks off July 25th, countingcrows.com. Thanks, guys. You made it a great morning. You really did.
Howard,
Great stuff.
Rob, thanks.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Guys, how'd it go in there today?
Good. It's rough.
I thought it went really well. Adam, what's with the bunny costume?
What bunny costume?
With the the ears that you're wearing right now?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I don't see him. You see him? I don't see him.
Did it help you get into the mood better? Is that what it does?
What's he talking about?
This guy's crazy. I don't know.
Now, is it weird talking to Howard about, since he thinks you're a little crazy?
Yeah.
Did that bother you at all? You think that's funny?
No, because I think he's perfectly sane. I meant to be unprepared for the sensitivity march.
Yeah, he was all serious today. I wasn't used to that side.
I stole a march on him. I showed up prepared to be on Howard.
But yeah,
I love being on the show, man. You gotta have your head about you. You gotta sack up and show up, and then
you showed up for Howard, and they gave you Meet the Press. You got all these quotes and stuff. Is it true? You said.
Robin. This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
On Monday's show, we talked about the fact that Steve Langford wouldn't come into the studio in the morning, and whether this was going to affect his reputation and his credibility, and whether it made him a hypocrite or not. Here's how it went.
I want to start with what happened with George, and I guess Richard wanted him to officiate. Is that the right word? Officiate the?
Yeah, that would be about right.
And I guess he told Will this, and Will had told Howard, but it was news to George. Right. And George is such a sweet guy. Just he would do anything for anybody here. He is one of the family. But Howard wasn't too pleased about that coming up, although Richard and George do have a personal relationship. But that bled over to what happened with Steve Langford, where I guess his daughter interviewed George for some kind of project. And Howard drew the line. He's like, I don't want people bothering the guests. And where was he going with that, one, Gary? And two, why didn't Steve Langford come in and defend himself?
Well, the first part, Howard has always said, I don't want people bothering the guests, and it doesn't matter how high or low you are on the food chain. You know, I remember the first, like, Howard would say, I don't want people taking pictures with the guests. I want guests to be able to come up here and not be asked for autograph, not be asked for pictures. And then there was a weird thing going on where Jackie would have the day's guest autograph one of Jackie's jokes, and we put a stop to that. And then it was, everything from, Grillo calling Sherry Lansing looking to get acting work to, John talking to stockbrokers, and Howard's just like, leave my people alone. So, I mean, that's sort of the rule. Don't bother people who are on the show and ask them for favors.
But sometimes I guess you cultivate personal relationships with the people who are on the show.
And Howard could look at it and say, everybody you basically talk to, you specifically, Gary, is as a result of him.
You know, like everything on the show, because people call and complain all the time, there's hard and fast rules, except there's different rules for everybody on the show. So I'm sure there's more latitude for Robin being friendly with a guest outside the show than there would be for, say, Jason. But, you know, as a general rule, Howard doesn't like the guest being bothered. Howard feels everything's a bother. So he feels like when you ask somebody something that it's a bother to them. And listen, it's his show. It's totally his prerogative. And maybe it is a bother. Like, maybe George is too nice a guy to say, I really don't want to do that.
Do you think Steve made a mistake not coming in today?
Huge, huge tactical error on Steve's part.
Why is that?
Because he paints everybody into a corner and explains to you why they have to answer his questions. Steve should have come in and just sort of said, hey, I agree with you, I made a mistake, or I disagree with you, and here's my argument. But how is what Howard was saying about Steve Langford any different than the argument between Steve Brandano, Steve the intern for the purposes of this, so everyone remembers. Remember Steve Brandano went to an event and his girlfriend at the time was there and he said he didn't want her interviewed?
That's right.
And Langford goes, it's part of the story. What's the difference?
And, well, another thing about that, Howard wasn't looking to talk to Steve's daughter or family there. He wanted to talk to Steve. And I guess when family comes up, all of a sudden you want to sort of change things.
What happens is when you have a big sensitivity to it, it's at that moment you have to decide whether you're going to go in or not, and then you sort of dig in and hold your ground. And, you know, Steve's got to come in sooner or later.
How did he react when you went back to get him?
I called Steve. Jason called Brad. And he said, yeah, Steve's here. So I said on the microphone, Steve will be here any minute. And then all of a sudden I noticed it's a 30-second walk over here. So a minute and a half went by and I said something's wrong. So I got up out of my chair and I walked over there and I said to Brad, what's going on? He goes, he's not coming in. And I'm like, what? I couldn't believe it because it's just not Langford. So I walked over and Langford put up his hand and he said, listen, his daughters are off limits. My daughter's off limits. And I was like, but Steve, and he's just like, he didn't want to hear it. So I just came back and reported it because I figured I'll let Howard handle it tomorrow.
Well, like you said, eventually he's coming in anyway. So now, I mean, does it make him a hypocrite?
Yeah, I think it does. I really do. I like the guy. I can like a guy. And I think his news stories are amazing. But yeah, it's a hypocritical of him not to show up today on this count.
Rich in Pennsylvania, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hi, guys. Say, I want to talk about Langford. Gary, I think you're right. He's lost all credibility. Now when he comes in, what he did to Jenks, painting him into the corner, all Jenks has to do, all any of you all have to do from now on is say, let's talk about your daughter interviewing George. And he's got no credibility, none whatsoever anymore. He just wussed out like a big puss.
I want to know how old he is. I want to see his birth certificate.
I don't care how old he is. He acted like a 4-year-old. Oh, you can't talk about that. He talks about everybody else's problems. Even after they tell him not to, he'll go right in after it. So
I think it's going to end up being one of those things where he even now, if he's listening to this, he probably thinks to himself, you know what, I should have just gone in and dealt with it because it's just gotten bigger than it has to be.
Well, you know, guys, when he starts, it's going to happen. He's going to bust somebody's balls on something. And it's going to come before Howard, him, and whoever, and I can just hear it. I can hear it's almost like you can write the dialogue. He's going to be busting on you. Hey, let's talk about George, your daughter, in the interview. I can hear it coming.
I don't think Howard's going to press him too much about it tomorrow, but you're right that other people probably will.
Well, it's a guy who seems Teflon that's now exposed a sensitivity, and when people want to fight, that's what you go for.
And maybe he was hoping that, okay, I'll sit back, Howard will blast me on the air right now, a day passes, it blows over, it's not as big of a deal, Howard's ready to move on to the next thing, so the damage is a lot less.
Or he'll get rid of his daughter.
Well, that's not going to happen, but I do think, I forgot which one of you guys said it, though, a lot of people are going to definitely keep this bullet and wait, right, and they're going to use it when they get the chance. Thanks for calling in there, Rich. Eddie in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show. Hey, Eddie.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Hello, yes. I just want to voice some support for Steve Langford. I think Howard should have called him aside after the show and found out the whole deal with family. I agree with Steve. If Howard's kids are off limits, so is Langford's daughter till he knows exactly the circumstances.
But we know what the deal is. There's nothing special in there, and we weren't going to talk about. Howard wasn't going to ask him anything about his kid except to say to Steve. In other words, without going into Steve's family life, I'm pretty sure his daughter didn't say, "Oh, I'm a huge George Takei fan. Let me interview him for my school project." So Howard probably would have explored how did that come up and why were you getting involved in it, and that has nothing to do with his daughter.
I just think, to me, it's just the father doing something he could for his kid. If he did overstep his bounds, I would have approached him first because it involved a child myself.
But okay,
I mean,
but that's a
good.
you can.
The show.
But that discussion can be had on the air without bringing the daughter into it in any way that's going to expose any more than what we already know.
And Eddie, I also think if Steve hadn't had the track record of talking to different people on the show with different circumstances, this wouldn't be as big of a deal. But that's not the way it is.
Yeah, and I said to Howard. Howard said, "How did this?" We talked about this during the because Will did the notes. And Howard goes, how did Langford even get to him? And I said, I think he spent a week with him, traveling around with George. I'm sure they developed some sort of friendship, but Howard wasn't. He wouldn't buy in that.
All right, thank you, Eddie. Jenks, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, good morning, guys. It's Jenks. This whole Langford thing, I talked to him back in his office, and he said he doesn't answer to Howard. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where he gets off saying that. How does he get off not answering to Howard on this issue? He gives it to everybody else, but when it's his turn to get it, he doesn't take it.
Jenks, don't you, Gary? Steve is scheduled to do the news update tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, he'll answer to Howard tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'm going to call in tomorrow to remind Howard to ask Steve Langford about this, and I encourage anybody who's listening to the show to call in and ask Howard to remind Steve Langford about this.
By the way, so Steve will sit and talk to you on the phone?
Yes. Well, sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But I called mercilessly this morning because I knew that he had to go in the studio, and he finally did answer, and he said he doesn't answer to Howard. I don't answer to Howard.
Here's the problem for Steve. Jenks, how many times did you call me or email me this morning with suggestions about how this should be handled?
Probably 10 or 20.
Exactly. The first email was at one point. The first email was, "This is bullshit." The second one is, "You better get Langford in." The third one is, "Langford has to come in and repeat." Then it was a phone message, and there were more emails, and that's just Jenks.
Gary, I was really upset, man. I was furious.
I could tell.
How did he get away with this?
Well, Jenks,
wait. Are you upset about what he's accused of doing, which he said getting the interview, or are you upset that he wouldn't talk to Howard?
No, you figure it this way. When Langford calls somebody on the carpet with a news story, okay, they are expected to come in and answer to Howard for it or talk about it to Howard. How does Langford get to put his hand up and say, point taken? What if everybody did that every time Langford wanted to interview them?
But people
put their
can.
hand up and said,
No,
Jenks, you make a very fair point. You're going to get your answer tomorrow morning.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, George Takei came in and he told us, we found out that I guess they basically have an agreement where Brad doesn't listen while George is on, and George talked about that. George discussed kissing one of the guys on the show, and we talked about Governor Ventura and I having a nice, friendly discussion in the hall.
Now joining us, and he's always gracious enough to do this every time he comes in, is the Stern Show announcer, Mr. George Takei. And George, you're back again, and in the mix with Brad's weight, and your relationship seems to come up quite a bit whenever you do the Stern Show.
Doesn't it? And it's a good thing that Brad doesn't listen in when I'm on. He is addicted to this show, but he refuses to listen in when I'm on because... Well, he has given me free reign. He says that's the way the show works, but he doesn't like to hear what I have to share when I have free reign.
When did that start?
From the very beginning.
Right from day one,
Day one, he would not listen when I'm on. And he gets it from, there's that guy who writes capsule synopsis of what happened, and that's how he finds out about it.
But you've gotten some crap once in a while in the past. How does he find out about stuff like that? You know, like your bachelor party? Like, how did he find out about that?
Well, that was written about.
Right.
And then other people email him, too. So
See, I'm telling you, being in a gay relationship is just like a marriage relationship, because sometimes people email my wife and tell her shit I did on the show.
George, how just like regular people.
George, how would Brad react if he heard about that innocent kiss that you and Benji had today? Would he know that it's part of the show, or would he be a little upset?
He would know it's about part of the show, because we go to parties or we meet other gay couples and we greet them with a kiss. I mean, it's part of,
But not an open mouth kiss.
Well, actually, George, Brad just went on your Twitter account.
He did?
He said he knows about the Benji kiss, and Sunday is off. Off with capital letters.
Well, then I'll try for Monday.
It's a good thing you weren't with a model, or it could have been the whole month of May.
See, Benji, see what you did?
Sorry, man.
You're too cute.
Did you guys connect at all during that moment? Did you see something in each other's eyes?
I saw him pull back right away. I mean, I felt him.
No, I didn't connect in a sexual. I like George a lot, so.
And I like you.
Thanks.
You got beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
He's embarrassed.
Look at him. He's blushing.
Beat red.
Hey, Ronnie, while we had you here, beforehand, when we were talking, I told Benji about this. You said what Benji did today with Jesse Ventura, that's not a rare occurrence. He does that all the time.
He does it. He does it as a thing for TV, I think. And, when I tell him a lot of times, I'll say to him, like, Benji, go away from the guests or whatever. And he'll just look at me and he'll smile and he'll just keep on doing it. And I think he thinks I'm picking on him, but Benji doesn't realize that I do work for Howard, and Howard does have certain rules, and I do abide by those rules that he asked me to, to enforce. And we had the same problem. Can you let me talk?
I didn't know you worked here.
Could you let me talk?
I didn't know you worked here.
When Richard and Sal, we had the same problem with more Sal than Richard.
I didn't recognize you. I'm sorry.
He used to do the same thing.
I thought you were
and
just some guy in the hall.
Howard got upset about it too, and I used to tell Sal, and he also used to ignore me about it. And then until Howard blasted him, then he realized that he wasn't really supposed to be doing this stuff.
So do you think Benji will continue to ignore you now after what happened today?
It came to the point when Howard really blew up today, and I don't think Benji realized how mad he was, but he really was mad. And I don't think Benji realized how mad he was about the whole thing. I mean, I know you yelled back at him. I don't know with you. You never know if it's shtick or you're serious, because that's the problem with you. Nobody ever knows the real Benji. That's the problem. And it was the whole thing with being late for work and the whole thing. It was the same thing. Nobody ever knows what your deal is, Benji. That's the whole problem.
Okay.
The only thing odder than the talkative Benji is the quiet Benji.
Yes.
George,
or the other Benji, the
make out with you?
No, the resistant and defensive and
George,
somewhat hostile.
But
Benji.
if someone's mad at you for something that didn't occur or occurred in a way, and it's being painted in a much different way than it occurred, you would want to explain yourself. Like if there was $20 on the table, and you grabbed it, and someone's like, wow, George stole that money. And you were like, no, actually, Brad told me he left me this 20. You would want to explain it before getting yelled at that you stole the money.
Did you see how Will handled it? When Howard was saying...
when Will messed up the oatmeal.
Right. And he said, you're right. Yes, you're right.
But
and he was not resistant. And in this situation
I think it's okay. Listen, I think it's okay to be resistant when you're being, when you're being mistreated. I think it's okay to
it
be
was a
resistant to
reasonable desire on the part of Howard to say, the guests are here for
what I said. Howard does not need to be reasonable. That if he decides something, if he wants us to walk on one foot or hop to the hallway, and that's part of construction, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah,
that's reasonable. It's reasonable if Howard wants it done and that's the condition of working here. What I was saying was I thought I went through what are considered the appropriate steps before I did it.
Hey, it's Sal Governale, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, Jason Ellis was on talking about George Takei fondling his junk. And speaking of junk, I was talking about gazing at some cock in the gym room. Now, I was strictly a gazer, and it was for statistical reasons only. That makes sense. Check it out.
I know that you're a huge fan of the show, and I know that you probably labor over coming on the show the way Howard labors on going on Letterman.
Oh,
so like on a day like today, do you walk out of there, you hit a home run?
No.
Because you did.
Yeah.
I mean, you hit a home run today, right? Everybody agrees? Yeah. I mean, everyone loved it too, but do you not know that when you walk out of there?
No, this time I felt like I did better than the last time, but as soon as I walked out, I started critiquing what I didn't say.
What do you feel?
What
What you miss? What do you feel you miss?
I just feel that I was a little stressed and less humorous. I felt like there was a lot of, I have a lot of things that just come flying out that are just funny that none of those came out. I just did the torture the dick thing.
Now, Jason, when George comes over to take off those clamps,
it wasn't even that. It was before that.
Like when Howard
he was on the other
beginning?
side and he started talking to me. There was a thing there where I'm like, all right, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? But I know people that aren't cool with that because you're straight up fucking flirting with me. Like, I've had penthouse pets in my studio. Every now and then they'll give you that look where I'm like, well, that's very flattering. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that. And George was giving me that before he even came around. Like, he was shaking a little bit. I'm like,
his eyes aflutter a bit.
Yeah, but I thought I'm having fun.
It was
of
fun.
course.
You had somewhat of a chubby though after he caressed your penis.
I was trying to get it bigger, because I kept stretching it. Good. I want gay people to want to suck it. Is there something wrong with that?
No, go ahead.
I want everybody to want it.
You want a gay man to suck your penis?
No, I want.
I don't think a straight man would. That makes sense.
I want everyone to want to suck my cock except my friends, because it's like when you go in a locker room. Like I'll change with random dudes and their dick can come out, but I ain't fucking changing with Bubba Booey over here. Like now that I know you, I don't want to see your dick in the locker room.
Does it bother you if a guy
change and then I'll come
if a guy waits in the locker room just to see your cock?
Who does? What? Is that you? Is that what you do?
the guy sitting right over here.
No,
Wait a minute,
don't
you
do that.
watch cocks?
No, I don't.
He
I
does.
glance.
You're a cock watcher in the gym?
I glance out of
Explain- I will
curiosity.
fucking kick you in
really,
the face.
really quickly explain to Jason
When
what
I'm
you
in
do.
the, Jason.
Yeah.
When I'm in the locker room, you just said that.
What is it?
When I'm in the locker room,
You're not really trying to tell me a story that's true, are you?
not the way they're putting it. It's out of context.
In any way
it's
at
out
all?
of context. So
Okay.
no.
Put it in your words. Go ahead.
Curiosity factor. I just joined the gym. I've never worked out in my life, as you could tell. And I just joined the gym. And when I'm in the locker room, a lot of men have a tendency to get naked. So now I'm trying to fulfill my curiosities as a man. For example, there's a guy who's mentally challenged, a retard, and his dick was small. And usually retarded people have big dicks.
I would
number
want to
one.
see a retarded dick.
Okay. Secondly, there was an Asian. I try to fulfill that curiosity.
Right.
You would think it would be.
Wait a minute. Were they all in the locker room at the same time?
No,
naked?
these are all different.
How long were you there
Well,
waiting for the entire race of dick to come in?
Okay, good question.
A month.
Yeah,
Right.
You've been doing this over the
He's been
period
doing
of
research.
like a month.
I hope you filmed it.
No, I wish I could. I tried to take pictures, but I knew they would throw me out. I did take my BlackBerry out, but I'm like, nah, I'm crossing the line here. So I saw an Asian with the normal sized dick, thinking it would be small. I saw a retard with a small dick, thinking it would be big. And I've seen a guy like you, actually, a real buff guy, who I was hoping. Now here I am changing.
You're hoping you had a little dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn it, he dropped the towel, and
got
I
it
was
all.
so deflated. It was a really bad moment. It's like scratching a lottery ticket. On the third one, you can win $1 million, and it's just like a fucking potato. Like, fuck.
You never know.
And
who's carrying.
I was pretty disappointed the whole day for that one. Well, the whole day at the gym. So that's what I do. I don't. I'm not on a mission. I don't go into a locker room and look for dick. I'm not the Jacques Cousteau of penis. I go in there, I get in and I get out, and I happen to see a certain nationality. I fulfill my curiosity.
And his last one was a black guy who he waited and waited.
I did
and
wait
waited,
for the black,
but he didn't pull his.
There was a
pants down.
cliffhanger on the show.
See, waiting for the dick.
Wait, that's right.
That's
wrong.
Even though they didn't say it was a long time, but if you see a guy come in and you wait until his pants come off to see the size of
True.
his dick, you are way gay.
He went to go. He went to go.
No,
I didn't wait.
He did. Well, hold on. He saw a black guy at tidy whities, and he went over to where the guy was blow drying his hair because he thought that maybe he'd be able to see.
No, I went to blow dry my hair. Well, I saw the guy, and based on the cliffhanger here, Jason. Last time we spoke, Gary goes, "Did you see any black dick yet?" I go, "No, not yet." But I got to see my first black guy in the gym in the locker room. I'm leaving. So I'm on my way out. I go, wow, a black fella here. So
you were on the way out?
I was on the way out.
If you didn't work for this fucking radio show, I would call the cops.
Hold on. Again, it's a cliffhanger. Gary asked, so I saw the black fella.
Don't make it sound like you had to stay.
I didn't.
You had
the
to
obvious
stay.
cliffhanger.
Wait. He's making it sound like he had to go back so he could come report to me. You know what I mean?
No,
you're the
no,
gay
I
one.
believe that.
No
I
one
believe
told
that.
you to do this.
No,
This is your
I believe
curiosity.
You did. That's why
It's
I think
my
it's okay.
curiosity.
That's what I'm saying. I believe you did it, research to tell the story and tell Gary.
It's like your obsession with the show. Like you walk down and critique yourself. When Gary asked me last, he goes, "How about some black dick?" I go, "Haven't seen one yet." Saw the black fella, put on the brakes,
I get
hit
it.
the blow dryer,
I get it.
try to finagle my eyeballs a little bit, and he put on his sweatpants, so I messed up. But
I get it, though.
Stay tuned, everybody, in the wrap-up show. We will eventually find out.
It's really Gary's the perverted one.
Maybe.
He's just using you
Can't
to
you
get
just
the
do a
information.
show? Can't you just do a segment where you get random people to come in and guess their size and just get them all to drop it?
We could do that, yeah.
Well, then you could just nip it in the butt instead of being creepy at your gym.
Yeah, dude, why don't you make it a Howard 101 special, Sal, where you critique Dick?
Yeah.
I don't want to critique it, but again...
Do you want to come on my show, and I'll do it on my show today? I'll just get like a bunch of... Anybody wants to come in and pull their dick out.
But Jason, the
Dick
point,
frenzy.
the point, it doesn't have to happen for a show. He's doing this in his gym. I mean, this is just...
but I believe he's doing it for research and development for the show.
I am, and the way, well, I said it fulfills my curiosity.
You don't think, Gary? You don't think?
Look,
I think he wants to know.
Do you think if you fired him, he
Right.
would continue to do it?
Yeah, I do, because I think he wants to know.
I think we all want to know. I think every man. No, I do.
Okay,
I
you
do.
fucked yourself.
No, I didn't.
Nobody wants to
We
know
all want to
everybody's
know.
penis
I'm
size.
telling you, we all. When Steve Brandano takes a fucking piss, and if there's a guy next to him, and he has the opportunity to get an eighth of a glance just to see if he's holding up in the society of men, he's gonna do it. That's us. We're men. We measure up. We measure our biceps against biceps, our chest against chest, and our cocks against cocks.
I think it's only for insecure penises.
Well, I'm insecure. Look at it. It looks like an aardvark. It's a disaster.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we talked about George Takei and the fact that he started off the morning thinking of Jason Ellis and jerked off to him. And would there be any complications with Brad? What does it mean? And how blind George's love seems to be for Jason Ellis. And then we all talked about what would happen in our relationships if something like that happened. And I don't think we can pull off what George pulls off. And here's that conversation.
I want to talk about what happened at the very beginning of the show, where George talked about what he did in the shower this morning, and basically, and you guys can correct me if you think I'm wrong, proclaimed his love, admiration, I'm not sure the right word, for Jason Ellis. And he said he spoke about it with Brad.
You're being too nice. He said he jerked off in the shower this morning thinking of Jason.
Well, that's another way of putting it, much more succinctly. But I guess, do they have the relationship where it's comfortable enough that those kinds of things can happen? Or do you think that there's more bad news for George around the corner? He just doesn't know that it's coming.
Well, let me ask you a question. I think Mutt started to bring this up a little bit, that they were going to talk about this on Superfan tonight. If you spent the whole week, right, sitting in there talking about that you thought your wife was fat and that she could stand to lose some weight, and then at the end of the week, a really hot girl came in and you just started squeezing her naked tits, would you be able to go home?
I wouldn't have a wife. I seriously, and I wouldn't blame her. Like, that's, and I think...
So maybe they do have some special arrangement.
I think they do. I mean, Stacey said, when she was talking about relationships, she said that maybe Brad's weight is his passive-aggressive way of telling George that, you know what, I'm going to be this way because, he's kind of fighting back in a subtle way. But or maybe everything's just smooth between them. It's hard to tell. What do you think, Ronnie?
Well, it's not the first time he's touched a cock on the show.
That's true. But
but I guess they do... They've had an arrangement, obviously, before Brad's weight came up.
But George was like, listen, what I did yesterday was I just touched it. I didn't, he sort of insinuating that because he didn't do more about it. I guess it could be, a guy saying, hey, I felt the girl's tits. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but Gary, remember the day the guy was in here with the 12-inch cock and he had his hand down his pants? He had that look on his face like if I had my finger up some girl's ass or something.
But isn't that like for years, girls have been coming in here, guys have been feeling them up. Isn't just touching a dick the gay version of that?
I don't know. I can't define that. I'm not in that position.
Yeah, but a lot of guys don't do that anymore. Like, you don't do it anymore, do you?
No.
And I'm sure, that's because of your wife, right?
Well, she didn't like it, and I started to feel a little dirty doing it. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if it's a kid's thing, even though I have boys. When you have kids, I start to feel a little creepy doing it.
And John, have you ever done it in here?
Not on the show, no. Well, not
off
the show either. No.
Yeah, John.
John doesn't.
I got to be in the green room.
Not on the show.
Bad answer. No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. I think it's disrespectful to my wife.
Would you have done it when you were single?
When I was single?
Yeah.
Sure. But I don't think a lot of people are doing it these days, right?
And Howard stopped.
Howard stopped. He said out of respect to Beth, I think. Ronnie, how about you?
Have you seen me do it?
No, but next time
I haven't been in there.
But if
I've been in there with a flashlight to put them under the check for implants.
Right. But there's a difference between that.
I've held them up and put the flashlight on.
Like the one that I remember.
I'll do it. Bring somebody in here right now. I'll do it.
I can't remember the girl's name, but it was back at terrestrial radio. She had that funny, like, real New York accent, and we all said we didn't believe she had real tits. And the line was ridiculously long.
I remember that.
I think Wood Yee was on the end of the line.
That's what the clown car line, right?
That's when I was the last one, I think, to go in with the flashlight to test him.
Well, who usually leads that charge?
Well, DePace has always said to me his wife doesn't care and he can do whatever he wants. But he hasn't been in there in a while. But he says it's no big deal. Pam doesn't care. I don't know who leads that charge.
Usually it used to be, geez, I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, I think the difference here, getting it back to George, is not only is George touching him, but the way he's referring to he's literally gushing over, this guy. And if you're married to George, Gary, would it bother you?
I would think so. Listen, if my wife went to, what are those Chippendales, and she was jamming her hand down a guy's pants, and even though she was laughing, she was grabbing a dick, I'd probably be pretty annoyed.